Where there is light, there are also shadows. Synergy is an unspoken mutual trust.
Open your eyes. A bright path awaits.
We will be invincible if we truly trust each other. Gaze the stars and seek your path. Our victories will be limitless.
Peace shall reign the world.
Where there is light, there are also shadows.
There's no grace to seek. Mortals must save themselves.
Everyone has the right to embrace their true self.
For peace!
Where there is light, there are also shadows. Synergy is an unspoken mutual trust.
Open your eyes. A bright path awaits.
We will be invincible if we truly trust each other. Gaze the stars and seek your path. Our victories will be limitless.
Peace shall reign the world.
Where there is light, there are also shadows.
There's no grace to seek. Mortals must save themselves.
Everyone has the right to embrace their true self.
For peace!
Where there is light, there are also shadows. Synergy is an unspoken mutual trust.
Open your eyes. A bright path awaits.
We will be invincible if we truly trust each other. Gaze the stars and seek your path. Our victories will be limitless.
Peace shall reign the world.
Where there is light, there are also shadows.
There's no grace to seek. Mortals must save themselves.
Everyone has the right to embrace their true self.
For peace!
Where there is light, there are also shadows. Synergy is an unspoken mutual trust.
Open your eyes. A bright path awaits.
We will be invincible if we truly trust each other. Gaze the stars and seek your path. Our victories will be limitless.
Peace shall reign the world.
Where there is light, there are also shadows.
There's no grace to seek. Mortals must save themselves.
Everyone has the right to embrace their true self.
For peace!
Where there is light, there are also shadows. Synergy is an unspoken mutual trust.
Open your eyes. A bright path awaits.
We will be invincible if we truly trust each other. Gaze the stars and seek your path. Our victories will be limitless.
Peace shall reign the world.
Where there is light, there are also shadows.
There's no grace to seek. Mortals must save themselves.
Everyone has the right to embrace their true self.
For peace!
Where there is light, there are also shadows. Synergy is an unspoken mutual trust.
A bright path awaits.
We will be invincible if we truly trust each other. Gaze the stars and seek your path.
Hey everyone, welcome back. You all are watching none other than the Midsummer Me Tournament, and this is going to be the day number 6. We were there yesterday. We saw some amazing matches. 5 of them were actually dominating ones. Only one of them was actually kind of in toe-to-toe, but at the end of the day, all of them were extremely entertaining. And we're gonna kick things off today in just the same style. You're gonna have me, Scared Yet, and along with me, we're gonna have none other than Zoey. Zoey, how are you doing?
This time, the choice
Introduction.
is
We
mine.
have really powerful teams tonight, if I'm right. And tonight we'll have the knockout rounds, I think. And so this will be a do or die situation for both the teams. And we are today in the land of Dawn with two very powerful teams, guys. The teams are Renegades and Team for a team, don't you think? And I think we are in the draft pick already.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. We're already in the draft pick, and it's Team Welosewelearn on the blue side, banning out the Brody as well as the glue, and they've actually prioritized the Alpha. While on the red side, Renegades eSports going with some standard bans, taking out the Xavier, the Misfit, and they've got two amazing picks at the moment. One is going to be the Alert, second one, the Novaria. So both of them, as of now, I personally feel like broken in their respective lanes and respective roles. Alert with that super tanky damage dealing skills and kit. That's just so annoying. And combine it with the slow of the Novaria Prize Queen mod and the range. Oh my god, that's mind blowing.
Yes, and not to mention about Art's region and also how much of a support that he can be towards the team fight and one versus one situations and all. I think Arlet is a really powerful pick. I don't know why they gave up Arlet when they had first pick. I'm really scared for them now. But let's see, however, we can see I'm sorry, three powerful picks.
A flashy accompaniment.
We lose, we learn too, which is Sicilian, who is a really great late game hero, and also Martis, who is a really great early game hero. And I think
Haraji is Minecraft, Diggy is my name.
really kind of balanced lineup. So, and also we can see a link pick coming in from team Renegades. And I think Team Welosewelearn is going with Alpha as the core. So recently, I think Alpha was buffed too. So I think the draft pick is pretty balanced, if you ask me. And the second banning phase is already over too.
You know, if in case Renegades pick up a Minotaur, then their lineup is actually going to become broken. I'm not even kidding. It's actually going to become broken because Ling will easily be able to jump into the back line. Minotaur is going to provide some amazing setups with the long range, combine it with Novaria. She's going to just snipe them off from all different angles. Arlet is there for the CC, and it's basically having a Minotaur in the team. Arlet's going to be so happy just dashing around everywhere. And Hanabi being picked up from them. Now, goal lane is something that I personally feel might be a little troublesome for them because we did see Renegades yesterday. They were having a pretty decent game, but they had a good early start. But I would say in the late game, they somehow lost the flow, lost the momentum, and it did not work out for them. Right now, Hanabi will be up against the Moscow. So she should be winning the lane. Ashura should be the one who should be winning that lane. But we'll have to wait and see how things are actually going to turn out.
Look at Minotaur being picked just as you said, and they have a really strong lineup if you ask me. And also, you can see Moscow and from being picked from team We Lose, We Learn. I think Kufra will also provide a really great support towards the team too. And we are in the in the loading screen right now. And let me go on with the lineups. We have MF team on Kufra, Egg Fried Rice on Martis, Outplay, TZY on Alpha, Cybertron on Moscow, and I don't think CC didn't have a name though. And also we can see K on Alet, Kurama on Ling, Ashura on Hanabi, either on Noveria, and Killua on Minato, guys. So both, I think, if you ask me, looks like a pretty balanced lineup. It all depends on the strategies that they use and how. So we are in the land of Dawn already.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the
Absolutely
battlefield.
correct. And now, just as you discussed about the lineup, the pretty solid, both of them. But again, at the end of the day, I feel like according to the draft, the advantage definitely goes forward to Team Renegades. But it's going to come down how well these teams are going to play up. And we are in the land of Dawn, just as you said, it's going to be Team Welosewelearn on the blue side and Team Renegades on the red side. Let's see which team gets the win. Now, Minato is playing with the Link, helping him actually farm up in this early game. There might be a potential invade, so they're just making sure that Kurama gets his farmer. Kurama is on the Ling. I am 100% sure he's gonna miss the retreat, but nonetheless, the team should definitely be having the advantage according to the setups as well as the way the early to mid game is going to go. They've got amazing scaling for the late game. Hanabi, Novaria, Ling, it should have. They would need to play a little bit safe in the early game though, until and unless they hit the level 4 power spike.
Yes, and we can see a possible team fight in the bottom lane. Okay, a nice snipe coming in from Noveria, and the first blood goes to her as well. A nice kill was secured by a crucial kill was secured by Noveria in the early part of the game itself, who is a really great damage dealer. Moscow was taken down at the first blood, and also the I think Alpha is also having a little bit of a hard time with the invasions coming in from team. Okay, look at Ashura in a really bad situation, guys, but the Aegis was forced to be used, guys, and that's how it went. Okay, a flicker combo coming in from Kufra as well, but it did not land on Hanabi though. And we can see both the teams are now, spreading out for the macro objectives, which is the first objective. The first turtle has already evolved, and we can see Kurama is already initiating the turtle, taking the turtle towards his side, and I think the turtle got reset just now. Okay, I think Outplay is in a pretty bad situation. Look at the snipes coming in from Noveria though. They do not give me a break. I thought of handing over the mic to you, but I think I'll just have to keep on talking with all these team fights going on. And okay, I think this will be a convenient turtle for team Renegades.
As long as there's no contest coming for Kurama, he should be able to secure the turtle easily. And because I don't trust his retribution. That's a very good final slash coming. Kufra seems to be in trouble, will be taken down. Novaria gets the pick a while. Ashura in the bottom side gets that 1v1 win when he was up against the Moscow. That's a very massive and a very necessary win coming in, and they do not stop. Renegades want more. They try to go in for the invade. Sicilian not getting the pick off on Ling. He will have to retreat, but look at that. Vengeance Martis trying to go in for the backline. He is the one who's decimated. Alert getting the win. There we go. Slow coming in. Ultimate by Novaria. Slow Sicilian now. No mana left. Then they would have to call it quits as of now. Okay, will be A-okay. And that's another win for Renegades. Now, this is the thing. They were winning the early game yesterday as well, but they have to focus on this transition towards the mid game. This is going to be very important.
Yeah, true that. Not only the team fight, but although the split pushers and the dominating the, separate lanes also comes on with all the comes on all together with for the victory in order to get the victory. So I think they should really focus on the mid and the latter part of the game as well. And okay, we could see a possible ganking for the bottom lane, but I think both the teams are waiting for an initiation coming in. Let's see, will Killua go in for a third dive? No. Okay, Alpha going in, guys. Okay, look at that Neon Fury used nicely, guys. That was a really great ultimate casted on by Killua, guys. And 3 kills for Team Renegades. And look at the Tempest of Blades being casted on Sicilian. Sicilian does not have a chance to survive there. And that was, I think, 4 kills towards Team Renegades, and that was a really nice domination there, if you ask me. And the golden first most tower went down just like that. The second turtle has also evolved, and 4 of the members of Team Renegade are initiating the turtle. I think this will be a convenient turtle too, because Alpha is still a long way back near the blue buff. Okay, yes, it was. And the second turtle was secured just like that by Team Renegades.
Absolutely. I almost thought Moscow will be able to steal it away because, again, it's Kurama's retribution. Amazing at landing it perfectly on time for the to steal it away. but nonetheless, he was able to take it easily. And this is the early domination from them is absolutely perfect. They made sure that Ashura gets the farm on that Hanabi. They took down the bottom tier 1 with before 5-minute mark. So entire goal sheet just went in for their favor. And right now, Kufra is alone in towards that top side. He might be picked off if in case they decide to go on the aggressive. But nonetheless, playing it a little bit safe. Might possibly see the engage coming in. Minnow and Fury, 3 people, all of them will be knocked up. But look at the back line. It's just decimated at the end of the day. There is no back line to be left alone. Sicilian, the only one remaining as of now. He overstayed his welcome. He'll be taken down. That was obvious pick off coming in.
That was like 4 men down 2 times, guys. That was nice domination coming in from Team Renegades, because we could see that after 3 people, that Sicilian coming in and he gets slain just like that at the end, guys. So that was really sad though. Okay, we can see Cybertron is going in for a possible 1v1 situation, but I don't think that will be a really good idea because Hanabi's passive is giving him nightmares, guys. And also we can see a battle for the blue buff, though Alpha was really able to get his blue buff away because, as you mentioned, I think Kurama's retribution will be on point to get the buff stolen away. So, okay, look at that CC coming in from Killua, and Moscow goes down just like that, guys. Okay, the Tyrant's Rage being casted. Oh my god, look at that. I think that was a nice Minon Fury coming in, right? Okay, 4 people down yet again, guys. So, I'm sorry, that was 3 people down, I guess, because Moscow was taken down early, and the third turtle off camera was also secured by Ling. And another kill goes to, that was, an almost wiped out, but the other team members have already spawned, guys. So, but I think if you ask me, Team Renegades are totally dominating over Team Welosewelearn.
Absolutely correct. And I mean, the engage began in towards the top side. Kufra, he landed perfectly his Tyrant's Revenge. But when it was about the ultimate, he was about to land it. Ashura using his ages at the perfect possible moment along with his skill 1 just to make sure that he's got the CC immunity shield, made sure that he's not crowd controlled, created that distance, used the Higabana and was able to finish all of them off. Just like in the bottom lane where Tempest of Blaze has been used, Mart is going to be taken down. Million Fury on 2 people who are not going to survive yet again. That is a 4 KO. Only Alpha remaining in the fight. They're absolutely demolishing the entire lineup of Welosewelearn. Yes, they are learning a lot in this match. It's 1-23, a 13,000 goal difference. I don't think so there's any way in which they can actually come back in this game.
Yeah, I think if they need to come back, they should at least, spend like 30 minutes inside their base tower, attacking the minions and playing safe. Okay, but there goes legendary for Noveria, guys, and that was a bad move coming in from Kufra too. Going in, it was like a 4 versus 1 situation and a triple kill coming in for Noveria just like that. This Noveria is on fire, guys. I did not think that Noveria could be playing this much aggressively, but here we go. We should really witness these kind of tournament matches, in order to know about the gameplays and how heroes can be played so well, how they are dominating over the enemies. And okay, look at that godlike coming in, double kill for Hanabi, guys. That was okay. Sicilian be dealing some really great damage, and the flame shot takes down Hanabi as well, though. But that was a really crucial kill for team we lose, we learn, but I do not think that they will be able to do much of a thing with. Okay, look at those knights coming in, guys, and also they were really able to defend the base tower pretty well, but 3 of the inhibitor turrets goes down like that. And okay, Ling is initiating towards the Lord. I think this will be a really good time for Lord, but I do not think that he will be able to get it down. Okay, without getting executed, but no, he is okay. Teammates arrived just on time, and the Lord was taken down. Even though this is not an aggressive Lord, I think team Renegades will be able to do a great initiation with this Lord guy. So I think it will be so much advantageous for them. What do you think?
Agreed, because they don't need a Luminous Lord at this point. There are no outer tier towers that needs to be taken down. They can just focus down on Crystal because they've got just an insane amount of damage. They've got 4 to 5 advantages. Made on 50 on 3 people, 4 people. Knocked up with the Tempest of Blade. That is an absolute menace. Unstoppable falling. Double kill for Ashura. And that is the Crystal which is going down. What a way to engage in the last fight. And leaving absolutely no chance to the entire team of We Lose, We Learn. That is massive, absolutely massive. 32-2. I mean, what is there left to talk about in this game? Just the way that they were playing.
True that, and even though you told me that they were dominating in a previous game earlier, and they should have focused more on the mid and the latter part of the game, I think they learned from their previous matches, and they did really well on this match, totally dominating over a 30 kill gap, guys. So that's insane and really really huge, guys. So look at that 14.1 performance coming in from Hanabi, 10-1. 18 KDA, guys. So being the MVP from Team Renegades, I do not think that there's no MVP in Team We Lose We Learn at all, guys, because Team Renegades did not let them even take a hint of victory towards themselves from the early part of the game, and that was total domination. So I think this is it for Team We Lose We Learn. I think they will, will be able to learn something from their loss, just like their name of the team. And we wish them really good luck and congratulations towards Team Renegades for qualifying towards the next round. And this is a knockout round, guys. So do not lose your motivation, Team We Lose We Learn. We always have comebacks that which is always possible.
Absolutely correct. Now that's about it for this game. Another dominating way to start the day, but we still have 5 more matches remaining. So you need to make sure to stay tuned, hit that like button, click on the subscribe, as well as click the bell notification, as we will be right back for game number 2.
Last on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock. Last on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, last on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, last on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. some. I'ma catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face.
Hey everyone, welcome back. After the short break, we are back again for game number 2 of the evening, day 6. You all are watching the Midsummer Meet tournament, and again, we've got two amazing teams in front of us. On the blue side, we will be having team Rising Esports, and on the red side, we'll be having team IBG. And again, this is the knockout match, so it's a do or die situation for them. We're gonna quickly jump into the draft, and to discuss what the draft is going to be, we've got none other than the most amazing Zoey.
Hello, hi, how are you guys? So, if you watched our first
team
match,
is
we could see
Benn.
how much dominating and how much insane that match was. And we could not expect less from these two teams too, because they were two champions of previous round. So I am really waiting for an intense match in this
I
round
will
too.
choose my
What do you
own
think? And
Your
we are
team
in the
is
draft
Benn.
pick already, and Alat is going away from team. I think. It is team Rising Esports, right? So they
Your
chose
team
to
is
ban
Benn.
away Alat, and team IBG chose to ban away Novaria.
Absolutely correct. So let no worry about the heroes that were picked in the previous match have been banned out this time. We're not gonna see them in the draft. For the next one, I am expecting them to stick to the basics, but they're gonna stay to the 1-1 away. Now, I really like this ban because it is a very MPL based ban, wherein a lot of teams decide to ban 1-1 away only because of the way
Time to
HUD
drop the
works.
beat of the
Continuous
flash. Your
jumps,
team
crossbow
is
of tank, and the
picking.
ultimate joy is going to be the answer ban coming in. We have the Xavier open. We also have the Martis open, Lancelot. There are a lot of heroes on board right now.
Yes, and also Joy going away, guys. Joy has insane, blinks, and
This
also
time,
she will be
Your
immune
the
team
choice is
is
towards
mine.
any kind of CC while she is, blinking. other than Franco's Bloody Hunt and Kaja's Divine Judgment. I think Zoey ban is also a really, really good ban because the electrifying beats are giving you nightmares in the latter part of the game, guys. And even though many, 4 powerful heroes were banned, there are yet many OP heroes left in the draft, guys. So we can see 3 of them be picked. First pick being Savior from Team Rising Esports. And what do you think about the Glue and the U picks coming in from IBG? I think they are really insanely OP heroes, if you ask me.
Yes, pretty solid laning phase in the hands of Glue, while Eve is going to have a stalemate at the mid lane. Will be able to clear the wave quickly, just as quickly as Xavier can, probably even better in the early game. So we're going to have to see what the answer is going to come in from their side. Carry in that goal lane. Maybe they can pick up a Beatrix for them. Would be pretty good. Even a Brody might work if they want to go in for that Brody funnel. But for now, they're going to stick to Franco. The Iron Hooks and the Bloody Hunt is going to come in. And the next man right away, Amin Sitar. So let's see how things are actually going to roll up now. Since Minsuda has been banned out, I am expecting Rising to actually go forward with the marksman ban, maybe a Beatrix or okay, they actually stick to a Predator, a decent one coming in. I still feel like there are a lot of junglers open which they can decide to go forward with. There's a Lancelot, a Tanksalot, or okay, there was an Akai as well open. They're gonna stick to the Beatrix just as we were talking about. Now let's see what are the final 2 picks of Team Rising.
Yes, and not to mention about how much of team fight support that team IBG has, because all the AOE skills coming in from Glue. I'm sorry, you and also Glue will be really insanely OP with 1 versus 1 situations, and also he'll really be able to go into the backliners and give nightmares to them. And also we can see Atlas being picked. I think might be able to see some insane fatal links being connected in this match, just like we saw the Minoan Furies getting 3 and 4 enemies together. So I wasn't really wrong when I did expect an intense match, if you ask me.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. And I really like the Akai pick coming in up against the Atlas, because the heavy spins can literally disrupt the entire Fatal Link setup. But at the end of the day, I really don't know how they're actually going to jump towards the backline, towards the carry, towards the Xavier. There's only Glue who would be able to do that. So I think so for IBG, rather than going in for those engages, they would try to go for the counter engages. Like they would wait for Yuzhong or even the Atlas to first go for that engage and then try to counter engage after they've used the utilities and everything, because Beatrix would be jumped upon by the Yuzhong, by the Fanny, by the Atlas as well. Now when Fanny is up against an Akai jungle, Fanny needs to quickly farm up. She needs to just get the Beatrix down. It more or less like seems like since he's going in for the high and dry, it's basically that's not the high and dry focusing mark. I forgot the name. They've changed it, I believe. It's Master Assassin. So she's going in for that. It's going to help her deal extra damage to the soul. And I guess all Mr. Miss wants to do in this game is to finish deep off. So we'll have to wait and see how things are going to turn out as we're going to jump into the land of dawn. It is Team Rising Esports on the blue side taking on Team IBG on the red side. Fanny jungle up against the Akai jungle. And oh, the flicker hook. The damage from flicker. The hook coming in. Look at the HP. Almost taking out a full bar out.
Yeah, I think Fanny went halfway down with that iron hook coming in with, oh my god, look at that insane hooks coming in from Franco already, guys. So I know when that's okay, the first blood goes in just like that to Fanny, and I think that okay, look at how Fanny nearly survived, guys. And I thought that basic attack is gonna get her, but it almost got her, but she was really fortunate not to be taken down, guys. So that was a really nice kill coming in for team eSports, if you ask me, because Fanny is not a good hero to be given kills in the early part of the game, guys.
Absolutely correct. Now, that's what I was saying. Up against an Akai jungle, Fanny needs to farm up in the early game. If she's not able to do so, she will technically be useless in the entire game, would not be able to take anyone down. But Deep is actually going in pretty deep too, so might be picked off, but has got the support of his teammates right around the corner, so definitely can play a little bit aggressive, can try to bait the enemy out. But Xavier and Atlas in towards that mid lane, Eve needs to play safe, and that's exactly what Isaiah is doing. Akai wants to go in, try to steal a few push camps, but Miss does not bother with him at all. Got the first pick up when it was against the Franco, and now in the top side, we're gonna see Beatrix just dominating, bullying the carry. Carry needs support in that early game, but let's see, Turtle has spawned up.
Yes, and even Akai used his retribution against Fanny, but he was not able to do much of thing other than slowing her down. And I think the retribution has already, cooled down. It will not cause an issue for team. For Akai. And we can see a turtle initiation coming in, but Fanny. Okay, Fanny goes down just like that. Guys, that was really well played coming in. The Benn rage was on point from Beatrix, and meanwhile, Akai, got a convenient turtle there while Fanny was focusing on the blue buff, because this purple buff or the blue buff is really crucial for a Fanny if you. If you are a Fanny player. Okay, the fatal links getting connected. The heavy spin counters in the fatal links, and Akai really manages to escape, guys. I cannot read these Akai's names, so I would just go on with Akai.
I mean, until and unless you're a Korean, you would not be able to read that name either ways. But nonetheless, I really want to see if Fanny got the blue buff or not. I guess so. He actually got it. We'll have to see. It was stolen away by Akai, and now he's taking his own blue buff. So that's going to be a minute and a half of absolutely menacing energy regeneration. You would not have any. And look at the way Franco is just stealing away all the creeps. My God, selfish. You're really selfish in these terms.
True that. Even I thought of it. His name is also selfish. He's being selfish towards Fanny. Poor Fanny though. But without the blue buff, I do not think that Fanny can do a much of a thing. I think he will have to wait for the purple buff to spawn. Otherwise, he will drain down his energy and he will stop in the midway of a team fight. That's not really good, guys, for a Fanny. And, some Fannies we have seen, they are walking to enemy and using the ultimate. And that's what we will exactly have to do without a purple buff. Okay, we can see the black dragon form. Yuzong is going into the the bloody hunt and the heavy spin was cast on Yuzong. Okay, look at this. Getting connected, even though that was connected pretty well. I think Atlas paid the price for going towards 4-man team fight, guys, alone, and there were no damage dealers in order to take the advantage of that supreme fatal links. And the next turtle is also being initiated, guys, by Akai.
Absolutely. Now Glue is just trying to chase Xavier away. Also got his split, gets the grab on, and will try to finish Xavier off. He's inside the tower, one basic attack. And yes, he has done the trick, though giving Yuzhong the shutdown for that. But I believe that is a pretty good trade coming in. He is the EXP laner. His job is to take the mage out. And in the meantime, Deep, holy smokes, the Bennett Rage. Anoop is just 1 bar of HP down. A sniper shot could do the trick, but Deep is just going to focus down on the tower. He would be able to take it even without his minions. That is the insane problem of a Beatrix. Even the sniper as well as the Bennett, you can just spam the skills and can chunk the tower down to a pretty low HP. But for now, Lexi seems to be the trouble. Jump has been used up. Heavy spins connecting, got in towards the wall. But he messed it up a little bit, and Peekaboo would not be able to get the CC in. Black Dragon form used up. Mr. Miss is towards the buff of Akai. Fanny's own buff is going to come up in the next 4 seconds. So there should be no trouble in taking that. But looking at the farm difference, it's 2000 in favor of IBG. But 2000 is not enough. But looking at the way how we actually have a Fanny for the side of Rising, they should have had the goal lead. Fanny secures the buff. Nobody's, and Nibiru's fashion absolutely perfect. Along with real world manipulation, gets a double for the glue. And now the fight still continues. They want to go in for more. Peekaboo seems to be in trouble. He goes in for the split. Will get the HP back. Gets for the grab. Is brought back into the tower by the jump of Lexi. They should be able to take him down, but he still survives. And the mid tier 1 does not.
Yes, and that sprint came in handy though. No, Fanny just went down and cut-throated glue down, guys. That was a nice chase, guys. And also, we could see, how I thought Glue really, almost escaped of the situation. In sprint, I think, okay, Fanny is in a pretty bad situation and goes down just like that. I think he paid the price for going into a space. Beatrix, I thought Fanny thought that Beatrix was alone, but he was not. We could see a really great support coming in by Selfish and and okay, we can see the third and the last turtle is also being initiated by Arkai. And the real world manipulation is on point, guys. And I think, okay, look at that. Atlas taking in so much damage by the tower. And Beatrix's Vesker really got him down. And that was a really nice kill coming in for team, IBG.
Absolutely correct. And right now, let's focus on the farm, which is being stolen by IBG. No more blue against Fanny. Yep, not going to be able to take it, but might be picked off in case this goes for a little longer. I really want to see the itemization coming in from both these teams, because looking at the scenario, Carry should have to. No, only has the Corrosion Eye, alright, secures the golden staff right away, and now needs to make either a Wind of Nature or a Demon Hunter sword. The choice is on her. I personally feel like a Wind of Nature, but never mind. That's going to be a good pick off. Fear will not be able to land in any skills. He had the ultimate though, but decided not to use that as there was no support. Now it's again the entire jungle being controlled by IVG. Beatrix with the Malefic Roar as well as the POD, and they chunk down Xavier as well. What a great hook coming in from Franco. Stop this guy. Someone stop this guy, or someone try to sidestep. He's landing every single iron hook in the match.
Yes, guys, he nearly did not miss any of the hooks. I did not see him missing a hook, guys, so Selfish is being really, really selfish towards team. I thought that Fatal Links were gonna get connected towards team IBG, but it did not. For their, I think they are really lucky at this point, because if that Fatal Link got connected inside, towards the tower, that would be really advantageous for team Rising eSports. And okay, Xavier goes down just like that. Selfish casting in nice iron hooks from the early part of the game itself. And I think team okay.
What a Fatal Link catching two people. Yuzhong with the Black Dragon form has to retreat back. He's not gonna survive that. Neither does Akai. Fanny chases him down and finishes him off. But right now, the Lord Bit control still seems to be in the hands of team IBG. And look at the top side. Glue is just, he's taking a little too much from the tower damage, and he's going to join in. Split's going to come in as well, but his HP is way too low. He connects himself to Carry and will be able to take him down. What a play from Peekaboo. He will be finished off, but that is absolutely menacing play coming in from him. What a way to take the enemy marksman. That's just outplay. That's a solid outplay. And they've got the control of the Lord. Xavier with the Dawning Light will be able to give the vision. Lexi's there, wants to try and go for the steal. And Fanny steals the Lord away. RWA comes in. Nibiru's passion not connecting on anyone. The iron hook lands. They will be able to take Atlas down, but they've done the damage. They've secured the Lord. They've found themselves the breathing room that they needed.
Yes, true that. I think this will be a great opportunity towards team Rising esports to give a split push or go in towards the lanes. Even though this is not really Illuminant Lord, this is Lord, guys. So I think the Illuminant minions will be much of a help if you focus correctly. But we can see Team IBG is not letting the minions even come near the towers. They are defending all the three lanes pretty well. They are defending all the three lanes equally, guys. So I think that Lord was not really able to do much of a thing for Team Rising Esports. But that was a nice steal. We have to give it out for Fanny.
Absolutely correct. And right now, looking at the situation as it stands, Glue with the cursed helmet, dominant size, radiant armor should be able to tank a decent amount of damage. But for now, we're going to see the bloody hunt being used up on Atlas. Not quite sure why he went out for that. It should have just waited for it, but Peekaboo wants to go in for more. He actually tries to go in for that fight. Carry seems to be in trouble. He is still connecting all of his skill. One gets attached on Carry. Will bring him back out of that tower. He will fall, but he's done what he needed to do. Mr. Miss will have to retreat back, try to take Eve down, but Isaiah with a very good real world manipulation. But look at the backside. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but again, Peekaboo is just always going for carry. There is absolutely no one who's protecting Anoop, and they need to protect him. He's the win condition. And he's actually got the killing spree as well as the emblem. There was a recent rework, I believe. The emblems have been changed a little bit, but again, most of them should serve the purpose that they actually need to. Athena feels more selfish, so that magic damage should not hurt as much.
Yeah, true that. And we got to give it out for Glue, doing the job that an EXP laner should do exactly. And okay, we can see, Okai was in a really, really bad situation. They're trying to steal Fanny's buff, but this time Fanny was not there though, but 4 of the other teammates were really able to take down Akai. And also we can see Deep, who is on Beatrix, taking fatal link. He tried to connect the fatal links for two enemies, but only Beatrix came out of it. And also they really manages to get Atlas down as well. And if you ask me, this Glue is doing a great job on as an EXP laner, because EXP laner's job is to go in for the backliners, during a team fight. But even though there is not a team fight, Glue is going in for carry somehow. Even though he dies, it will be the great source of late game damage being taken down. Look at him going in for carry. Guys, I think he really hates Glue at this point.
Anoop with those side steps, just 2 basic attacks from the finishes Fanny off. They'd be able to secure the Lord easily. Now, I really am surprised. Why did Fear actually went in for the flicker fatal links towards that mid lane? From that moment onwards, they kind of lost the map control because there was no one to face check the bushes. And by the time he was alive, the Lord was already spawned and the pit was controlled by Team IBG. And since that was the case, they were not able to go in for the contest. Fanny tried and was shut down with a bloody hunt. A couple of basic attacks from Deep. At this point, he's got basically every item that he needs going in for the Wind of Nature for the sustainability. Apart from that, he'll basically be chunking all of them down like paper. And Carry went in for the Malefic Roar. I'm surprised why he actually decided to do that, since Carry is a true damage-based hero. Malefic Roar. Oh, that RW real world. My God, this combination. The immobile. There we go. Fanny jumping in, just shut down by Beatrix within a second. Heavy spins. 4 people fatally connecting, but there's absolutely no backline to deal any kind of damage. And Carry gets deleted in an instant. Yu Jong with the same fate is gonna fall, and so will the crystal. IBG stays strong. They will move forward. They will win the game.
Yes, and Deep going in for a late game mania, guys. That was a nice team fight, totally in the domination of Team IBG, and that was well played for a marksman being the MVP this time too. And the early game also, the marksman was the MVP. I think marksmen are dominating tonight. What do you think, Scared?
Absolutely. I mean, the way the drafts are going, marksmen should be able to dominate. They're not going for as tanky lineup as you think they might be. But again, at the end of the day, I really felt like it was just Team IBG outclassing Team Rising. That's all what was happening. The draft was pretty decent. They should not have had the openings that were being given to them. The only reason is that Team Rising's coordination did seem off the mark a lot of times. It seemed that they were just not very well coordinated because they had all the resources to counter the real world manipulation. You've got the Yuzhong, there's a
Yeah.
Franco in the opponent. You know, as soon as the Iron Hook or the Bloody Hunt lands, there will be at least 2 or 3 people surrounding to finish that one person who's suppressed off. Atlas basically wants that. He could have used the Fatal Links after that moment. You have the Fanny to control the early game. You've got the Xavier and Carry for the late game. They had all the tools, but it's just a great play coming in from the side of IBG. They knew that their Beatrix would be the one who would be controlling the pace of the game when it be mid game because she'd have the BOD and Malefic role, and that's who they played around. So absolutely perfect gameplay coming in from them.
Yes, and once again, guys, this will be a knockout round. So I think this is it for Team Rising Esports. Good luck for them, for the future tournaments, and congratulations for Team IBG for dominating over Team Rising Esports. Because at the draft pick, we really thought that Team Rising Esports had the opportunity because, as you said, all the mid, late, and early damage they had in their team, and also the backline possibilities also they had within their team. But it all depended on the strategy and how the gameplay went and the rotation, guys. So I think it is really well played by Team IBG, and congratulations. And we'll be back with game number 3. Do not tune out.
Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. some. I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me. That's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me. That's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me. That's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me. That's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me. That's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me. That's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me. That's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me. That's it.
some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this car, last on my
Hello guys, we are in with another round of Midsummer Tournament MLBB India, and these are the knockout rounds guys, and so we could see the first match and the second match. If you guys were tuned in from the beginning itself, we could see some intense matches going on. So we could never expect less from these two teams who will be fighting in the land of dawn tonight in this match, guys, who will be Mythical Misfit versus Tenjiku. And tonight I have my co-caster here who is Smiling. And hi, how are you, Smiling?
I'm doing good. I hope you're doing great too. So I'm very much excited for the match number 3. So I think we should just jump right into the draft.
Yes, true that. We could see in the beginning of the first matches, the first match and the second match, we could see both the marksmen of both the teams of were really dominating over each the enemies, and the marksmen were the MVP guys. So tonight I think this is a marksman night, and let's hope the team Mythical Misfit versus Team Senjiku gives us the same, or will they be able to really change the the environment and also change the face of the matches which were going on from the beginning itself. So I think we are not in the draft yet, and we are really excited waiting. And Smiling, tell me about yourself. Are you an MLBB player too, or are you just in for the casting?
No, I do play MLBB too, and that's the only game which I mostly play. So yes, casting was something which I joined later and was pretty excited. We are just gonna wait for the team to confirm right now. I think once they just click on the ready, we are good to go.
Yeah. I think so that. And how long have you playing playing MLBB? And how was the game so far?
I've been playing for 4 years, although solo isn't good enough to play, I guess. And yes, there we are into our draft.
Finally, yes. This moment, guys, we were waiting for, because the draft really matters in every game, and also not only the draft, the strategies, and also your rotation and all that matters in the, inside the game, and that's the beauty of MLBB. Just like I mentioned from the beginning of my casting, I always say that the strategies always matter, even though the draft is totally towards your side. I think it all depends on how you rotate yourself with your teammates and how you support each other. And okay, we are in with the first bans coming in, Kufra ban and a Faramis ban coming in. I think both the teams have done their homework and know how much enemies are good at, because Kufra is not a frequent ban, guys. So banning away Kufra means, I think the red team, I think they might have a really OP Kufra player, and also a Martis ban is also coming up. What do you think about these bans? I think Paramis is a really good ban, though.
Yeah, Paramus is a decent ban. I would say not really good ban, but yes, he is worth banning. Although he doesn't have much in this meta, but he can still carry the gameplay very nicely, knowing that he can be shifted from roamer as a mid laner. It is quite interesting. With that being said, Lancelot being banned, as you said, Zoey, looks like they have done their homework. They're just going in for the straight bans. That does leave a lot of meta hero open. For now, Vadang is being picked up. There is no Varia. There are a lot of heroes which are yet open. There is Arlot, there is Mincy, there is Minnow, there are
Blue. Yeah.
There are incredible heroes which are open right now. So we might see a meta match coming in.
To me, fun is all that matters.
Okay, look at that. Mincy being picked with 1-1, guys. That's a really good, two picks coming in, because I think the 2 picks were in the advantage of the red team, because 1-1 is Minsita will be counting 1-1 if they, were picked in the, in the enemy side. The Minsita was picked from the enemy side, but I think going for that collaboration is a nice, combo coming in from Team Red. And also, Blue Team comes in with a Bane pick, who is really great meta pick, guys, because these days we could see, Bane going in as a hyper, dealing so much damage with the critical damage build, and also he can either go on with the tank build or either he can go on with the magic build. He's a really flexible hero, guys. So I think going in with Bane is a good idea coming in from team
The falling stars brought us here.
Team Blue.
Agreed. So yeah, I mean, Bean right now physical build is OP. So we have seen a lot of Bean tournaments, and there were a few amazing gameplay coming in from that Bean as well. For now, like I said, Navaria was open, and she will be picked by the team Red, which is going to lead in advantage if the game is from mid to late. So yes, that's a good pick coming in, and we see a Melissa ban. Yes, both the team. Not both the team, okay. The blue team yet have to pick an MM. Melissa was open, that was quite a valid ban. And then there comes that Lord ban. Both the teams had the opportunity to pick these both heroes, but they have just decided, to go with the picks which they actually need right now.
Yeah, I think instead of going in with the meta picks, I think they are going in with the comfort picks, guys, because a tournament is really it really matters. The confidence really matters, guys. So I think they are going with the heroes that they are most confident with, and we can't blame them, guys, because we know how much of a nervousness we get before we play a tournament. So I think going in for their comfort picks, playing in their comfort zone is really unblameable, guys. So, and okay, we can see Noveria being picked by Team Red too, because that's a really OP mage right now in the recent meta, and also we can see a possible Lolita pick coming in from Team Blue. Yes, it was Lolita and Carry. I think Carry is pretty good too, but I do not know with the Kings calling up. Minsita, I think Carey will have to stay out of it in order to use her blinks properly. And also, I do not think that Fredrin is such a wise pick when you have Valir on the enemy side, because Valir really counters Fredrin pretty well, if you trust me. So let's see what's going on, and also at last the fatal links coming in towards the game. What do you think about these picks, and how do you think is the draft really balanced, or is one team having an advantage? What do you think?
Yes, looks like both the team have finalized their draft. We have right in front of us, Barry might be picked for those little tanky heroes coming in from Team Red. That is only if she is able to farm perfectly. She might just, melt them away, be it Fedrin, Atlas, or Mincy. It's going to be easy. And as you said, Valir is going to leave a lot of stun to Fedrin, so he better watch out. And there is Lolita and Atlas, who has a perfect ultimate, I feel. There are few tanks which just have the ultimate which will take away almost all the opponents, and that's really nice to watch. Just jump in and capture all of them and just get out. So yeah, this seems like quite an interesting match, and we are going to watch. I hope it's going to be very interesting. I hope no. I think based on the draft, yes, it is going to be.
Yeah, true that. And, mentioning about the tanks, there are some tanks, who can really stall the enemies, and there are some tanks who have game-changing ultimates, just like Fatalings and the Numeran Blast coming in from Lolita and Atlas, guys. So I think when we see an Atlas or a Lolita or a Minotaur or even a Franco, we have to expect an intense gameplay, and oh my god, moments will be here and there, guys. So we never know what will happen, and we can see Fedrin has already, secured his blue buff, and he is rotating towards a Litho Wanderer, which is a micro objective, and which will be really important for a hyper in order to go up towards level 4, because before the turtle evolves. And okay, the retribution was used by Fredrin, and Fredrin takes down the Litho Wanderer, which is a really crucial micro objective of the match. And yes, we can see both the teams are playing defensively, and both the marksmen are also playing safe. So at the moment we cannot see possible aggressiveness, but I think a possible team fight is coming towards the bottom lane, and Kerry will be in a bad situation. No, she actually flickered out of the situation, guys. That was a nice flicker though, because she was lucky that Atlas did not had the fatal links yet. So what do you think? There's a possible gang in the top lane too.
There might not be, because we know that the first turtle is up and both teams will be looking forward for that turtle, which is less than up in 15 seconds. Meanwhile, I see that Midstar is having a little tough time with Badang. There is Atlas, who is pretty low. Will he be taken down?
Yes, blood goes down just like that. Okay, Benn going in for more, but he will not be able to do much of a thing though. I think this will be a really great moment in order to engage near the turtle and initiate the turtle, because I think Atlas is really, is still approaching towards the turtle, and also Fredrin was really focused on the purple buff, and that was a convenient turtle towards Team Blue, and there it goes. I think Kerry is giving 1-1 a really hard time, really draining her HP, guys, and playing safe. And that's what a marksman should do in the early game itself, before getting the support of the teammates. And I think it's a possible team fight in the bottom lane. And okay, Lolita gave in the vision towards Kerry, notifying that the enemies are approaching towards the bottom lane, guys. So that was a really, well escaped situation for Kerry, and Lolita did really support her in a great deal.
Agreed, that was a good backup coming. And for now, I don't think that is possible. I thought there would be a first team fight near the turtle, but being taking out that Atlas really had them that advantage of taking that turtle for free. So nothing much for now. Carrie is chunking the goal down from the bot lane, and she is going to be, like I said, once she gets all her items, she's just going to. Yes, Zoey, go ahead. So, yep, looks like Carrie is going to have a little tough time in the bot. There is a backup, but not really. Okay, both the teams are in the bot. Serpent caught up by Lolita. Will she pick him then? Okay, Atlas being a perfect ultimate. Lolita being bad. That doesn't help the blue team. And there goes the two people from blue team, which is not really great, because the turtle is going to be up in less than 15 seconds.
Yeah, true that, and I'm really sorry I got disconnected for a bit, and I'm back again. And okay, we can see less than 5 seconds, till the turtle spawns. But okay, I do not think. Yes, both the teams are coming towards the turtle, rotating towards the turtle, and Fredrin had already initiated the turtle, and Atlas is approaching from the top lane, and I think this will be a really convenient turtle for. Yes, Fredrin uses his retribution right on time. And okay, look at that damage being casted on Atlas, but will he be able to survive, guys? Fredrin has stacked up the damage that he received, and he really used his ultimate, but that could not do much of a thing towards the team though. And Atlas nearly escaped, guys. He almost died though, and that was a nice escape coming in from Atlas too. And that team fight was in the advantage of Team Red, if you ask me, because the turtle was taken down by Fredrin.
Agreed. What I feel right now is both teams are playing really safe. No one is just, playing harshly or invading unwantedly. They know what they are doing. Carrie might be in little trouble. Not exactly. She do have a flicker, and she will be able to escape pretty quickly. There is Fedrin, there is Atlas Novaria as well, but Carrie might need a little backup. Although the rotation just changed pretty quick. In the top lane, Mincy and Badang might be having a little trouble. Badang merely escaping from that Mincy's ulti, which was good, I would say.
Yes, true that, and we can see a four-man rotation towards the goal lane as well by the blue team, and also three people are there in the from the red team already. But I do not think this will be a team fight, because almost I thought there would be team fights. There was not, because both the teams are playing really safe, and all the the supporters are doing their role on point, giving out the vision of the enemies. And now also there is a four-man rotation coming in, and also three people. Okay, look at that, two people. Fatal Link got connected, and also the new Venom Blast coming in, guys. And Fredrin got caught. Only Fredrin was the one who was unfortunate to get caught. A fly goes down just like that, and that was in the favor of the team blue, guys. And this will be a great opening for to deal some damage towards the bottom tower. No, but Noveria clears out the lane, I think. Yes, but the minion is still attacking the tower. But we can see, look at that Badang, guys. Badang really cutting the lanes and going towards Minsitar, and giving Minsitar some really hard time there. But I think that was really great of Badang to cut the lane and take the minions early, so he can rotate towards the turtle team fight, guys. So that's what an EXP laner should do, and that's what Badang did. And we can see the conceal gameplay coming in. Two people ultimate. Fatal Links got connected, but Newman and Blast really cancelled out the ultimate, effect of the Fatal Links. And Badang coming in, guys, with the cracked fists. Okay, I think Valir giving Fredrin a really hard time. He's really burning out, and Badang uses a flicker gameplay in order to secure the kill of Fredrin, guys. That was a nice gameplay, GG gameplay coming in from Team Blue, and that was totally in the favor of Team Blue. And the turtle was also, I think, taken down by Team Blue.
And no, the turtle was taken down by Team Red, but that kill coming in from Carrie was amazing. The way she just flickered out to give that one last pinch of damage to 1-1 and escaping from the death was amazing. Meanwhile, we can see that Badang has taken top lane here. Although the turtle was taken by Team Red, the match was, I would say, that team fight was in favor of Team Blue. They do have the 2k goal lead, which might be a little advantageous. Carry in the bot, meanwhile, trying her best to take that here, might be in slight trouble, since we see the Team Red has already positioned themselves well, and she is too far, might be taken down, and yes, she will be taken down, although she did get that turret.
Yeah, she was really focused on attacking the tower. I think she did not focus on the mini map. Two of the enemies coming in towards her, and totally taking her down. And I think the opportunity was with Team Red, and they took it just as they saw it. So I think that's what should happen. And we can see Noveria from the beginning itself using some nice snipes, and dealing some great deal of damage. And Atlas casting in a two-man Fatal Links, and also the King's Calling was used, but Benn manages to use his ultimate and escape. Lolita almost dying, guys. She manages to back out as well. Oh god, look at that snipe coming in from Noveria, securing the kill of Satan, who is on Bane, guys. I thought Bane really escaped, but it was
I think the Bane actually just extended a bit. He was on low health. He could have retreated. There was proper backup, but he didn't. But looks like the Lord is up, and Team Red is not going to waste even a slightest second and go for the Lord, knowing that the Bane is down. It might be an easy Lord, but there is Lolita who is giving vision. There is going to be a 3v5 situation, and I don't really think it's going to stop Team Red to take that Lord.
Yes, true that. And Minsita really took down. Look at that damage they are causing, guys. Valir nearly got slain, but he used his flicker in order to escape. And look at that Simovic, stacking up the damage that he received and using his ultimate right on time, but he did not manage to get a kill there, I guess, because that what Satan did in the mid part of the game, mid part of the mid lane team fight was really a game changer for Team Red because that gave them the opportunity to get the Lord and really equalize the kill gap that they had, and they could really reduce the goal lead too. So that simple mistakes, might give away the game for you guys. So that's what I always say. There are no mistake. There are no chance of making even a slightest of the mistakes in MLBB, guys. So make sure you play safe. And okay, let's see. The Lord is already evolving in the bottom lane of Team Blue.
Yep, there is the Lord, but this is the first Lord. It might not have much of damage. Atlas using his ulti will manage to get Lolita in there. And I like the way how Team Red is going for the push. There is a perfect ultimate coming in that will be taking one lead and being down. This might not look a good game. There are only 2 people who are surviving right now. And are they going to go for the end? Not without the minions though. So, yeah.
Okay, Carey was in a pretty bad situation there, but Carey manages to escape using a nice blink on time, guys. Even though that Bane used his deadly catch, he did not, he was not able to escape. And okay, that even though that was not an Illuminate Lord, not an aggressive Lord, I think Team Red did pretty much of a good, pushing with the Lord. And we can see Simovic, who is on Fredrin, is also taking the top lane as well, while, Team Blue is really forced to be in the base territory and also in the zone of their jungle, because I think they have to play safe at the moment, because I think Team Red could, really exceed their goal lead, and they could make a huge gap in the goal lead, guys. And also the kills, they have 3. There are 3 kills ahead, guys. And with the items that they have purchased, I think they are pretty much playing on a really high IQ, guys. Because look at that. They are going in with the meta items, guys. Carry is going with the corrosion side, the colder stuff, the tank killer, demon slayer sword, because I think that those items are really on point, guys. So this is what you should do. I think they needed some. Okay, the second lord is also here. I think they are already. Okay, look at the fatal links being connected towards 2 people, and the king's calling was casted without even wasting a second, guys. And I think too easy for Genius, who is on Minsita, is in a pretty bad situation. Well, it's burning out. Okay, well, it's burning them out, but the Lord was secured by Fredrin using a nice ultimate. Look at that ultimate of Fredrin.
That's a wipe out, and I like the way the bot carry and 1-1 had a fight, and both eventually ended up killing themselves. I don't think they even need a lot to end. Although Lolita will be there, they are going to mark that base, and that is a victory, guys. A lot was not necessarily needed, but yes, it was a good backup plan. That 1-1 clearing that small wave actually helped them manage get this victory. Team Red was on fire in this whole game. I mean, in the start they were having that trouble, but that silly mistake the Bane made in the mid, instead of recalling, he just stood there and had been killed out. I think that's where they lost the map control and team fights. Although that was a good rotation coming in by Team Red, they did manage to turn the game over, take it as soon as possible. They didn't wait for Carry to get into the late game form and just managed to end the game perfectly on time.
Yeah, true that. And the Fatal Links and the King's Calling combo was really on point. Once the Atlas uses his Fatal Links, Minsita does not waste any minute, guys. He does not waste any second to use the King's Calling, and that dealt so much damage and so much positive vibes towards their team fight. And I think that was the key point that took the game towards themselves. And we could see that the whole game came to a turning point when Benn died in the mid lane, just before the Lord evolved, guys. So I think that was the main turning point of the match. And somehow, even though Team Blue was dominating in the early half of the game with a really convenient goal lead, I think Team Red gave a really epic comeback, guys. Teaching them how how they are going to split push while creating a diversion. I think the second Lord was a diversion, 1-1 going in with the banana push, guys, and that was really insane. And this is game 4, Team IBG versus Team I'm sorry, Team Mythical Misfit versus Team Tenjiku, and Team Blue. I'm sorry, Team Red is going in for the next round, qualifying towards the next round, and the other team will be knocked out of the tournament. But do not demotivate yourselves. There are many tournaments coming in the future, and you will learn from your mistakes, and you will be able to get the future matches for yourselves. So congratulations, Team Red, and we will be on towards the match number 4. And tonight, my co-caster was smiling, and I'm Zoey from Sri Lanka, tuning out. But do not tune out. We still have some more matches, guys.
Yep. See you soon.
Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
Whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it. I mean to take the key when I mean to take the beat, when I mean to get dirty on the clock when I get caught. Whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it. I mean to take the key when I mean to take the beat, when I mean to get
On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock when I get caught. Whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it. I mean to take the key when I mean to take the beat, when I mean to get dirty on the clock when I get caught. Whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it. I mean to take the key when I mean to take the beat, when I mean to get
On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock when I get caught. Whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it. I mean to take the key when I mean to take the beat, when I mean to get dirty on the clock when I get caught. Whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it. I mean to take the key when I mean to take the beat, when I mean to get
On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock when I get caught. Whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it. I mean to take the key when I mean to take the beat, when I mean to get dirty on the clock when I get caught. Whipping
cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get creep, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
Dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face.
Hey everyone, welcome back. You're watching the Midsummer Meet, and we are back again for the next game. After the amazing previous match, we've still got Smiling with us, and this time I will be there to assist you all. And we have the match between teams Apes Strong together taking on Team Imperial. So we'll quickly jump into the draft and see how things are going to roll out. Smiling, let's just have a word about how things have gone through in the
Your
previous
team is
match
banning.
which you did.
Yeah, the previous match, although I keep forgetting names because I'm bad with them, but Team Red did have a good victory coming in. In start, they were little bit in trouble, but they did manage to get the hold of map, and that was a clean victory, I would say. But for now, again, we are on this map, so we are going to focus on this game, and this is going to be the fourth game, and the first ban is already there. We see that the glue is being banned gadget.
Absolutely correct. Now, I was not expecting Glue to be banned out first, but again, it seems that Apes Strong together might want to have a priority in the EXP lane first. So maybe the draft might revolve around that, because we know that in the jungle, we're going to have those standard picks, either a Fredrin or a Tanksalot or an Akai, whatnot. I really hate this kind of meta tanky jungle. But nonetheless, the band of the Joy, Novaria was banned as an answer from Imperials, and it seems that the Arlet might actually be picked at first, or maybe even a Xavier.
Agreed, agreed. I was about to say a Xavier because that's what people go as soon as there is Xavier open. like locked and it's done again. Arlot is going to be banned. Scared yet? I'm sorry that you're so bad at guessing.
Well, can't help it either ways. And there we go, another bad guess. And this time it's bad guess for both of us since we expected a Xavier, but the Eve is going to be an answer coming in. But Minsitar has been left open. We know they all love to pick Minsitar, so it is possible they can actually decide to go forward with it. Maybe.
Maybe there are chances. Although, we just wanted to see Eve being picked from past a long time. So we finally see a Eve pick coming in. It's a good choice. It's surprising that no one is going to pick that Xavier, and they're going to go with Aramis and the Black Dragon for that Eve.
Shines on my sword.
Absolutely correct. And Faramis, along with the Yuzhong, being answered back by a Tanksalot as well as a Minotaur. Pretty solid draft coming in from both of these teams. And as of now, I'm expecting Imperials to pick up a mage for their side because they might want to put Faramis into that drone position, or maybe they want to pick a quick diggy in order to counter the Minotaur's Minion Fury and put the Faramis. Yes, that's gonna be yes. Woohoo!
I see why there is that excitement coming. Finally, there was a good guess coming in by you, Skediet, and I really appreciate that you guessed it right. If I had a medal, I would have given you, but I do not have one now, and there is going to be that 1-1 ban coming in. Although they can, Team Blue can go for the other ban, but no, they're gonna go ban that Fedrin because Team Red yet have to pick an Hyper, and Fedrin was open.
It's a very good ban, but again, there are a lot of choice. We have got the Kai. Or if in case they want to be a little more cheeky, they can decide and go for the Ling. They can just hard dive on Eve to finish her off in that situation where Yuzhong and Ling both might dive onto her. But for now, they probably decide to go for the Marksman. Clint is the answer. I'm not quite sure if Clint would be a very good choice in this game because if he goes close, he'll be caught in the Minoan Fury and he will be inside the range of the real world manipulation. He would need to spam his passive, and for that, in order to be little more proactive in the game, he would need to have a good early game.
Yes, that should be the situation, but there is Clint, they have already locked in. So I guess we'll have to just see what wonders Clint can do in this game. And then Team Blue is going to go with that Beatrix and Lapu Lapu. That seems a good pick coming in.
Agreed, because he can jump towards that back line and he can kind of force out the cult altar early as well. And if in case Clint does not maintain the gap, he would be taken down. Martis for the jungle. I was about to say that they might go for the Martis jungle instead of a Kai. It's a pretty decent choice, especially knowing how CC immune Martis is. Minoan Fury can technically be entirely ignored. So a pretty solid draft coming in for both of these teams, but somewhere I feel like because of the marksmen, it might be possible that Apes strong together might have an upper hand in this one.
Might be the situation, only depending on how this map rotation and whom they're going to target goes on. If he's farmed enough pretty quick and has that little upper hand, there might be a slight chances of change. Although we did see that Minnow and Diggy is one annoying piece of annoying beast, and that wasn't yesterday we did see, right, that every time Minnow popped out his ulti, there was Diggy who was countering it back and didn't go good at all.
Absolutely correct. Now we're going to jump into the land of Dawn. It is going to be Team Apes strong together on the blue side, taking on Imperials on the red side. Let's see which one of them will get the win. Both of the teams are just helping their jungler to quickly farm up their orange buffs. We possibly might see an engage near the Little Wanderer.
Yep, there might be possible engage, and in the bot we see that there is Diggy who is holding up that Clint who might help him farm a little. Beatrix is in little trouble. There goes those two bomb off. And she's low. One more bomb and she's dead. Okay, they're just gonna chase her back. Wow. I would say that's a good move.
Indeed was a pretty good move, but nonetheless, they're still trying to force that lane. They're forcing the Beatrix back and now want Clint to get as much gold as possible. So that's the thing that we were talking about. Clint needs to power farm, and that is what their win condition is. They're focusing on that, but Pornodigi seems to be in trouble. He will be able to retreat back to safety as Faramis also joins in the fight. Milkshake is also in the bush, just waiting for the right moment, but no overextension for either team. So, pretty disciplined gameplay coming in from both of them. The win condition for both seems to be almost the same. Beatrix as well as Clint both need to power farm so that they can overwhelm the opponents in the mid lane, mid game. And Lancelot and Martis are both going to have the exact same idea that on the jungle emblem, they will get full tanky items. They're going to try and jump towards that backline to threaten them to get some skills baited out. But let's see how the things are going to roll up towards the turtle as it's going to be up. It's actually already up, and both of them are actually showing up towards that rotation. The positioning is pretty good from both of them. No one just going in for that engage, but I personally feel Lancelot might have an upper hand while securing the turtle because of that execution line. That's all. Lapu Lapu goes in for the bravest warriors. Has to get some chunk damage. Yuzhong jumps in. Eve is the one who secures the turtle with the real one manipulation. Yuzhong jumps onto him, uses the petrify, forces him back while Lapu Lapu takes Martis down in that battlefield. Yuzhong between three people seems to be in trouble. Good should be able to easily go back to safety as Diggy now joins in the fight pretty late when the action is over.
Yep, the action is over. That was a good team fight coming in. Eve managed to get that turtle with a perfect ultimate opening, and the positioning of Eve was really good. She did slow the enemies down, and they were taken down. Paramis and Martis being the jungler taking down too early is a plus point. Although there is not much of a lead between the goals, they slightly might have not an upper hand, although, but yeah, it still depends on how it goes. Clint might be in trouble, forced to use Flicker. I'm guessing there's not going to be any team fight in the bot, they're just going to go retreat for now.
That is correct. So we just have to wait and see how things are actually going to roll up.
Also, we can see in the bot, Clint chucked down the whole of the gold from the bot lane. That is a nice move. Although he's in level 6, might deal a little extra damage. Minnow and Beatrix might be in trouble and she will pay. Yeah.
And no way she was going to survive that. Mino seems to be in trouble, low in HP. Eve and Lancelot also join into the support. But again, Beatrix is not at all having a great time. He's actually going with the killing spree while basically weapon mastery is the one that all the Beatrix players go with. I don't know if it's actually going to work out for him or not, but for now it definitely does not seem to be the case. He seems to be in trouble. Real one manipulation going to be shut down right away. Clint is there, backline threatened by Lancelot, takes one down, wants to go in for more as Lapu joins in the fight from the top, gets to one on, wants to chase for Diggy, does not go forward with it. I think he mistimed it, but nonetheless, Paramis is going to fall by the hands of Beatrix. They've got the engage that they needed. They've got the win that they needed.
Yep, that was a good engage coming in. It was a perfect rotation coming in from Team Blue that did manage to have that good rotation. And the turtle is up. Second turtle. Now the Martis is busy taking his run. I'm not pretty sure if they are supposed to engage right now. Again, it's going to be an easy turtle for Lance to pick it up. That is Diggy who's providing vision, but not really helpful. Beatrix is facing a lot of trouble in the bot. We just have to wait and wait for now. Although I think the bot tower will be taken down as he was forced to retreat.
Absolutely, and they're taking the towers as well. Now they've taken the bot lane tower. the mid still stands as for now. But that's the thing, the goal difference is not that much. It's almost about a 500 goal difference. A few minions, that's all. Lapu Lapu seems to be in trouble. Bravest fighter used up. Yuzhong wants to get some HP back using the stars and flicker forward by the Clint to get things done. And they actually get the pick off on Lapu as well. His own flicker was on cooldown, so that's the reason why he was not able to survive that. But I feel that Monk kind of burnt up his own flicker just to secure that one kill. Might pose a little threat for him when the fight's gonna break out in that top side. For now, he is just gonna annoy Beatrix as much as possible. Clint should be able to take this tower down. He will. Martis wants to join in the fight. Leon goes in for a save himself.
That was a smart move actually. It was better than being taken down using the flicker to escape. Yes, that was a plus point. Clint, meanwhile, just focusing on the push, and he already has the damage which he needs. So they better watch out for that Clint. He has that insane damage. Also, the turtle is going to be up in 30 seconds. Even though Team Blue did manage to get both the turtles, they do not have that upper hand in gold there. It's slightly almost 1k gold difference. Team Red is managing pretty well, I would say, going for that push and just zoning them out, making sure that Beatrix is the one who is being marked for now.
As the win condition, right? They need to make sure that Beatrix gets shut down no matter what. Because if in case they allow Beatrix to farm as much as possible, then she's going to snowball in the mid game. We did see it 2 games prior. A preemptive time journey so that Minotaur does not even think of going in for an engage. But for now, Beatrix, brought back by the reverse time. He's going to be deleted. No way he was surviving that.
Yep. Did almost manage to get the turret, but couldn't succeed in it, and that was the day he was on time. He just had to get her back. He's like, "Where are you running? Let me catch you." And there, the Team Red is planning to take the mid tower down. There is 5-man, but looks like they're just gonna split up for now and try just farming a little more. They are ahead in gold. They have that 2k gold. They did get the third turtle as well. They have the map control for now, but we aren't sure how it's going to go soon. We might have a little idea about how the game is going to turn.
Absolutely correct. But again, at the end of the day, since Clint is farming pretty well, he should have enough damage. And since he's having enough damage, he should be able to snowball as long as they do not make any kind of mistake. But again, that's the thing. It does seem difficult. No matter how you look at it, it seems very difficult for them.
Yep, we can see that Clint has a damage. Yu Zong being caught up will be forced to retreat for now. There might slightly be a chance, but I don't think they're going to take this fight up now, since knowing that the first Lord is going to be up in less than 25 seconds. We can see that Lapu Lapu versus Clint on top. Clint almost being chunked out, will be forced to rush into tower, might not be successful. There comes the Beatrix to take the revenge.
Exactly. And now they're looking to take down the top tier 2. It's a 4v5 scenario. They should be able to win it as long as they don't overextend. A good knock-up coming in from their side. They want to go in for more. Lapu Lapu, the previous fighters, takes one down. And again, this fight does not seem to stop. They should be able to win it. And Yu Zhong wants to join in as well. Lapu will be taken down. 1-for-1 trade coming in at the end of the day.
There were no minions on the top. That's the reason Lapu almost went down. He would have been able to escape, I feel, if there were minions. It did end up taking a little bit of tower damage. That leads to an advantage to Team Red. They are going to go for the Lord as soon as possible. Although it's going to be a 4v5 fight, he's forced to use a flicker. There goes the first Lord taken by Team Red. That was a nice move coming in.
Honestly, Yu Zhong just going in with that great zone out, like literally a great zone out, is something that their team needs and wants. Let's see for how long would they be able to continue this. Because as we know, the later this game goes, it is going to become a little more difficult for their side to continue it this way.
Agreed, it might. I mean, they are just looking for the mid tower. Digi might be in trouble. Will retreat. Cleanse will be taken down. Almost. Okay, that was a good escape from coming in. But looks like not really a great escape. They're trying to catch them all at once. Forget the Lord. They're like, we'll take them down first. Okay, Martis activated his ulti. One down. Okay, I lost.
My goodness, this is again what we were talking about. The non-stop massacre coming in. Yuzhong with the Black Dragon Form wants to chase Leon, and he should be able to take him down. He definitely will. Things turning around entirely, and Lord is gonna march from that top side. He should be able to use that axe of his to take that tower down, but no, since it's not Luminous Lord, it should be defended easily. The minions are also coming in. But again, all the outer tier towers will be taken down.
Yes, the tower was defended, but there was a little damage. Although I can see the team red has that 4k goal, they have that glint to deal damage. They have everything with them. It's just that a proper good team fight and they might be able to get a wipeout. Also a victory. Just depends that they do not make a slightest mistake and the game turns over. That's what is going to happen if there is a mistake. So I'm guessing Team Red is going to just wait for that second Lord to end if there is not going to be any team fight. Although it's nice how Team Blue is just playing defensive for now because that is what they need right now.
Absolutely. And again, as of now, 36.5k to 32.4k, just a 4k goal differential, not very high. I want to see what the items are for both of these teams because I personally feel Beatrix should have the beauty and Malefic Roar by this point. He's actually gone with the Demon Hunter sword instead. He will lack a lot of damage, to be honest, in this case. Yes, he should be able to chunk Martis down, but I think so. BOD should have provided a lot more room to work with, along with the Malefic Roar. Should have been able to chunk them down nonetheless. We'll have to wait and see. Paramis with the Clock Lightning combo, we knew he would be going for that. Wants to go for the Holy Crystal now. Diggy is going to go in for the full tank build. We're not going to see any damage Diggy build. Wiley with an Enchanted Talisman as well as the Ice Queen wand. He's probably going to go for Brute Force, maybe a Winter Transient right now, using with the Black Dragon from Martis kills the Lord easily without any contest. Minotaur seems to be pulled back, should be in trouble. Leon Fury is available, but so is the Time Journey. Time Journey has been used preemptively, Manu still falls, used for the decimation of Martis. Lancelot tries to survive, goes back, and that's going to be a double kill for Martis, no matter what. Lapu would not be able to finish off either the Yuzhong or the Diggy. Does not have enough damage. Got only the Bloodlust stats.
Yep, this might not seem too great, although there is Lord marching from top. Will be up in no time, but a defense coming would be great. And although I'm not sure how long they'll be able to defend in this situation. It looks like Team Red are, having the lane equalization formula where they're just letting the minions march from all the three sides. The mid tower also will be taken down.
Absolutely, and now that's going to be another pick-off coming in. Two of them make it as Beatrix want to chase down Faramis. Will be able to do that. He will spawn very quickly though. And Yuzhong as well as Martis just running for their life. Over-engage, over-extension, and a very good punish.
Yep, I did think this was almost an end, but a good defense coming in. They could have waited little and not just jump into the team fight. They could have just hold that spirit back. Although I thought there will be a lot of cool difference, but looks like again it's just a 5k, which might be a little easy. If you observe that Team Blue is slowly trying to take the turrets down while they were taking Lord. They did manage to get the top turret and now bot. So that definitely is a good move coming in. Diggy, okay, Eve doesn't waste any time to use that ulti. All the Diggy will manage to escape, forcing Diggy to use his ultimate.
I'll be honest, Diggy is using the ultimate preemptively and not just once, many times. Now, since he's doing that again and again, KitKat is not able to find that timing to actually land Minor Fury. He goes in for a 5-man knockup. Support at he smokes where was his team at this engage. This could have been a game-changing one, but it does seem to be game-changing as now they're being chased down by the members of Imperial who would try to chunk the mid, be inhibited down. Clint has the passive though, they could have gone in for the engage, but they all used quite a lot of ultimates though. Paramis also went in for that cult altar to make sure that his team survives. Now this is one of the problems, if in case they try to use the time journey, they've got the cult altar as well. So how are you gonna bait both of those utilities out? That is gonna be the question because Yuzhong is just gonna jump onto your E. So it's the job of Lapu Lapu to force out either one of those ultimates. He needs to do that. He can jump towards that back. He's the only one who's basically got the ability to do that.
Yep, he has the ability, but now I don't think they're in a situation to take fight. Although the third lord, was it the third lord? Yes, the third lord was taken by Team Red again, and as I was talking, the goal difference is still the same 5k. Okay, I thought it was increased, but not much. But this time the lord is enhanced lord, and it is going to be a little tough to have a defense since there is only one main inhibitor standing in mid, which is almost taken down. So it might be a little difficult situation to defend, but if they are able to defend, it would be nice.
Okay, they're gonna march. The Lord's gonna march from the top side. They should be able to take the mid and bottom inhibitor. But let's see, they want to directly going for the end. Real world manipulation comes in as well. Yuzhong tries to jump in. Cult Altar being used up. Everyone's using all the utilities. Only time journey remaining, and Minor and Fury lands in time journey used up. Lapu Lapu in towards that backline, tries to zone all of them out. That is almost a picture perfect defense. But Bandor seems to be in trouble. We will fall. Not from the decimation though, so that's one good thing. But minions are convergent from each and every lane. Beatrice is still standing. He can clear the way. Where is the Biru's passion? Using it so late into that fight. Eve has fallen, and now everyone will just try to take the base down. He has absolutely no damage, no POD, no Haskell. You're not gonna do anything in this game. Gets the base now. Team Imperials will be moving forward.
That maniac in the end was wow. Even Clint focusing on the turret and on the low HP heroes was a good thing. Although I think if Team Blue would have stopped that Clint in the early game, they might have had the chances. But as I said in the start, if he is farmed up pretty fast, they might be in trouble. And yeah, they did manage to farm that fast, and that was a good victory coming in.
Absolutely correct. And again, look at who the MVP is. It's Diggy with 0, 1, and 14. He played really well in the entire game. Used the time journey preemptively quite a few times. But then again, he saved the lives of his own teammates. So he did his job. And at the end of the day, even though I personally feel that somehow they were trying to find their footing, the itemization, I would not even lie, it was not at all good. See, Halberd being built up, Lapu Lapu and Minotaur had the dominant size. Both of them had the dominant size. So I do not know why he would want to try and go in for the Sea Halberd. BOD would have basically helped him get a savage in that late game. Like, literally, he had the entire opening. Everyone was just 1 HP. So instead of a DHS and a Sea Halberd, maybe a BOD and a Haskell would have been like game changing for their entire team. Glowing Wand, Ice Queen Wand, Eve with an enchanted talisman, dealing a decent amount of damage. KitKat did everything he could to tank that entire front line, while Xenon was trying to jump towards that back. They were attempting to do it, but they were just not being able to. But nonetheless, that's gonna be it. Holy smokes! Look at the damage of Clint.
Damn, that's it.
give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get
On
30
give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the beat, when I'm in, I get
give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get clocked.
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get clocked. Whipping on the scene when I get clicked. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get clocked. Whipping on the scene when I get clicked. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get clocked. Whipping on the scene when I get clicked. Lean on the beat,
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mid-Meet Summer Tournament. Although I messed up the name, but here we are to the game number 5 of the day, and we have Kala Bandar on the blue side, and on the red side we have Cyclones. So this is going to be the 5th match, and without wasting any time, I'm going to jump. This is me smiling, and my co-caster Cadet is going to catch up with me shortly, but here we are in the draft. Looks like Kalabandar is going to go for the first ban, And what we see right now, yes, I'm not sure what exactly they are going to ban, but there might be few meta bans or just a normal bans. For now, we see that Minciter is going to be the first plan. Might be they are going to go for the Joy. As we know that Minciter counters Joy, we just have to maybe wait and watch what they are going to pick. With that, we see that Red Team is going to go with the ban as Melissa. Melissa is going to be a highly banned MM for I think last two metas, because all I see most of the time is Melissa being banned out. Although she's been knocked a little, but she still has that damage which is bursting, and no one wants to see that, honestly speaking. And then there we go with the glue ban for that EXP. No one wants to see that glue in the EXP, and I'm pretty sure no one would be excited to watch him. And it's exciting to play him while you're playing the glue, but seeing him in that opponent can be quite irritating. Also, Faramis being banned, that leaves out many of the meta heroes, but looks like Team Kalavandar is going to lock that Martis first as their jungler. Yeah, Martis is pretty good. He can, cancel out almost all the stuns and just jump in through any of it. And boom, bam, boom, it's over. So, yeah, that's what mostly Martis does. You people know what it is. I don't have to go in detail all the single time, although it's too much of talking, so I would prefer not. And for the first time, I see a Barats being picked as well as Khalid. Okay, these are few interesting picks which I haven't seen in the whole tournament. Barats being the jungler and Khalid being the EXP laner. But there is a lot open. That open line might go for it, but I'm not sure. But what the hell, Barats and Khalid? I'm pretty sure this is going to be either an intense gameplay where they're going to go with the comfort pick and might see a little game change. But then there is that Dairoth who is going to go against Khalid in the EXP with that Petrify, saying that Xavier is being picked as a mage for Team Kalavandar already. So they might go for an no, a tank ban or an MM. I probably think a tank would be a better ban. Not sure though. But Kaja being picked as a roamer for Team Red. Yes, they have a Kaja who is going to be the roamer for Team Red. And now they have to go for the ban. Also, guys, the drafting is too slow. And I have a lot to speak, although I don't know what to speak. So, all we can do is wait and watch. I'm guessing tank or MM. Okay, they're not gonna go for any bans. They pick their own comfort pick and they're not gonna go for the bans. That's the spirit I need in my life, guys. I hope you guys also have that spirit, because I don't. And there we see a Beatrix ban coming in, because we know Team Red yet have to pick an MM which haven't been picked for now. Although there is few of the MMs which are open, but again, Bruno comes in. Okay, I like the way how Team Red is going completely out of meta picks. They are going to go for the comfort pick. This is going to be a completely different gameplay, because right now what we have seen for all the matches is they pair mostly same heroes but with different lineups and well. But this time there is complete different lineup, so it might be interesting to watch how a meta gameplay is going to go against comfort zone. This would be a good example to just watch over. For now, there is Atlas and Nathan being picked for the Team Blue, and that is the draft coming in from Team Blue. So there is that draft. The last pick is going to be the mage, and they're going to go with the Karita pick. Wow. I thought they might go with a mage, which we have seen lately, but again, this is complete different pick. Either they're going to troll or they're going to change the game. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but yes, the game is going to start shortly. And I do hope that Skadiat comes back shortly, because this is a lot of speaking I've done in ages. Thanks to you, Skadiat. And there is the draft, guys. Do comment down below and let me know what do you think it's going to be a Half meta heroes versus comfort pick. Who do you think is exactly going to have the upper hand? I think all we can do is just wait and watch for now.
Work doing the draft.
Also, there is that Skadiet who just left me hanging alone. Welcome back, Skadiet.
Thank you for welcoming back. And I see you've done a pretty good job at the draft as well as right now. The teams are also looking pretty solid. Direct in the jungle. Martis for the Apes within Inspire? What?
Okay, that changed. I didn't notice that. It was Martis with the jungle before, and now it's again Dairoth in the jungle.
Martis with an Inspire. That is the thing that should have caught your eye.
Okay. I haven't seen Martis play anything, so I wouldn't be surprised or anything. I just have a numb feeling.
Man, this is like I don't know why he would want to go in with the Inspire. Probably just wants to use his skills, get the 4 stacks, and just press Inspire to just obliterate. Maybe I want to know how this actually works out. To be honest.
Me too. It would be pretty interesting to just wait and watch.
Let's see. Ryuk is jungling without any major problems. Bharat's I believe it's the first Bharat's appearance of the tournament, if I'm not wrong. So let's see how it actually works out, because it does seem that he should not have any major problems. So as of now, Dara just having a little bit of a problem in actually catching up his both of the creeps. But all right, Atlas is here to assist him. Leo wins, making sure that Dara gets that level 4, and both of them would want to go in for that attack. Gets the Abyssal Strike, but it's at the end of the day Akaja who will be surviving.
That was a good knock-up coming in by Kazeta. Perfect timing, I would say, but Dairoth might be in trouble.
Yes, absolutely. And we're going to see the first blood coming in. Kadita is the one who actually gets that first. Ryuk just overextending a little bit, I believe, and was definitely punished in for that. Now, Bharat should have a turtle without any contest. Should be grabbing that pretty easily. Khalid in that EX billion is also not having any major difficulties up against the Martis, though he would be playing safe, because we know that Martis can disrupt the Khalid's entire combination. So he should be the one who should play safe. I don't know, that's another pick by Kadita. That's a very good one.
That Petrify was a good usage, and the way she just petrified that Xavier was nice.
Absolutely correct. Now, again, looking at the current scenario, let's low on HP, but again, Martin on the other end gets the pick off, gets the double as well. Bharat getting Dairoth stunned up against the wall. Martin is there. He gets the triple. Will he go for the Maniac? He waits for the minions to jump in, gets for the ultimate, but Kadita gets the shutdown. What an outplay by Lina.
That was a close Maniac. But yeah, Lina is pretty good on that. Karita, she knows what she is doing. Again, on the bot, we see that Bruno will be forced. Nope, he will be taken down immediately. Okay, Nathan seems like dominating the bot lane without any help of tank. That is an impressive move coming in.
Absolutely correct. And 4-4 is currently the kills for both of these teams. Karita, no Petrify there. Could be caught in an awkward position. Retreats back using the rough ways. Ryuk using the Abyssal Strike into another dimension, I guess. But at the meantime, Khalid just comes to mid to clear that, so that the tower is not first. But in the bottom side, Khaja, oh man, Nathan should be finished off. He should be taken down. Yep, he's not going to survive that. Could have given the kill to Bruno, but okay. Their main job was to shut him down. They were able to do that.
Yep, he should have watched out for the Kaja in the bush, but he might have just extended a bit of it. Again, we see the second turtle is going to be up within less than 3 seconds. Meanwhile, Khalid might be in trouble using Vengeance. Martis diving in too much. Okay, he had to pay for that.
Absolutely correct. And now we're seeing 6-4. The farm is, increasing farm gap. There we go, Fatal Links, but that's just a Kaja or Kadita in the back line. How do you manage that? Two-man knock-up. They will get the bottom tier 1 for sure. Bruno is having the time of his life. He's only been taken down once. In the meantime, Darrow gets a double off screen. That was a massive play, and that too in towards the jungle of Barats. That's a good play coming in because he will lose his red buff. That is it should not be 100% sure. Atlas is there. Kaja should be able to retreat back to safety. Bruno was not there for the assistance. So Red Buff is going to survive and he would be able to steal away Barat's farm. So that is what they need to do right now and they're doing it perfectly.
Yep, meanwhile, the top turret was taken down. That is, blue team took the top turret and red team took the bot. So I think it's equal again. Kadita going in.
Nice flicker out by Kaja, making sure that he dodges the Abyssal Strike. Fatal Link connecting, and that's going to be a shutdown in favor of Dyrus. Killing spree for him. Will try to get the double, but Martis is there for the double, though. He will not move in for more. Khalid just perfectly managing the time to, use his regen to make sure that it cannot be disrupted by Martis.
Agreed, that was a very safe play. I think both the teams are on equal scale right now. They aren't too high or low, but slightly blue team has the advantage. They are trying to, there is that Dyrus who's trying to slowly go into the red team jungle and sneak out few of the buffs. That's the reason they might have the 2k gold lead. Also, the total is going to be up. There is Martis against two people. Not sure if he'll manage to escape for now.
He should be okay, but not for long. Khalid goes in for his CC as well. Martis should be able to survive. No, he will not survive at all. That was a good burst. I did not expect Khalid and Kaja to finish him off. I want to see what items they have built at this point. Dara, though, quickly securing the dominance eyes for himself. Now should be much more viable for the anti-regen in those fights because they do need it if they're up against a Khalid, a Kadita, as well as a Bruno. There we go. Tower should be taken down. No. Oh, Kaja, what?
Okay, he did take a lot of tower damage.
Yeah, and I don't was 1 HP. Managed to secure the pick off on Kadita. We're gonna see the Detonas welcome. Atlas will be finished off in the meantime. Nathan needs to run away. Has the ultimate. Will be able to jump off to safety and Bruno's gonna be taken down. No way he's gonna survive that. But decimation is it available? No, it was not as Khalid picks him off. Barat's low in HP. Tarot wants to go in for the chase. Vengeance is right. The perfect timing on the Vengeance. And the Dawning Light misses the mark, but Arrow should be able to get the unstoppable. Gets that, but will be caught in the Divine Adjustment to finish things off. Perfect play.
This game is going equally. I mean, both the teams are having their plus points. I wouldn't say anyone is on low. They are on the equal stage. They might have an upper hand. I don't know when, but all the 3 turtles are being taken out. So upper hand coming in for which team? Not sure. Although we see that Team Blue have taken 2 towers down. Meanwhile, Red just 1. Xavier is playing pretty good defending the turrets. He is barely managing to do that. Meanwhile, on top, it's going to be Kadita versus Martis. If Kadita managed to use as a Petrify on time, she might be able to mark that Martis off. There is that Kaja for the backup.
Absolutely. He will play it a little bit more safe as of now. Divine Judgment now is available. So I believe they would want to try and make a play on towards that top. That's going to be Xavier taken down. No way he's surviving that. Rough waves connected. Oh, what? What? Fatal links in towards that backline. Kaja is the one who spun his Xavier finally falls, but at what cost? 2 of them have been taken down. That wants to go for more chase. That almost welcome is available, but so is Nathan with his damage. Triple for Darius. Can it be a maniac? No, it has been denied as Nathan gets the double. Atlas surviving on almost 0 HP. And that's going to be a wipeout. What a play.
That is how Team Blue managed to get the upper hand in the game. And yes, it was going to be the free Lord for them. Pretty easy to get it. Very quick. And wow, that team fight was something we needed to watch for a little gameplay change. Now we can see that Team Blue have that 3k goal lead. They are going to go for the push. There is Bruno who might be in trouble because it's going to be 1v3. No, there is a backup coming in for Bruno, but I don't think the tower will eventually survive there. They are gonna go push with the Lord. That would be useful. The first Lord is basically for the push itself, right?
Absolutely correct. And they've got the inhibitors standing for now. Those I'm expecting all the tier twos to fall in this push, and I believe against one inhibitor, maybe if in case Atlas lands that fatal link, it can also be a wipeout because they have to play it safe now. The Khalid does have a vengeance. It's going with the killing spree assassin emblem vengeance, so not quite sure. We just wanted to deal some decent amount of damage in the early game along being tanky enough Atlas. Not using up the flicker though, but in the top side, Martis seems to be in trouble. Khalid will be able to take him down. That is a very good trade, to be honest, for Khalid because he did punish the overextension.
Yep, this is the second time Martis have overextended. You better watch out or gameplay might change. They do have an upper hand, but a little more extension and they might be in a very, very wrong position right now. Although Kaja being caught up.
And he's going to be picked off as well. Mega kill for Dairath goes in for the double as Bruno will be taken down. Returners welcome available. Brings the Atlas back into the tower. No! He did not bring him in the tower. Kadita with the knock-up. Goes in for the Rafe. Misses almost everyone. But gets the Atlas at the end of the day. Still, it's only 2 people being taken down. Now the chase begins. Xavier seems to be in trouble. Low in HP. But we're going to see Dairath jumping in. There we go. Strike. Low HP would not be getting that kill. Martis wants to go for the decimation, but he will not move in further. So that is a good scenario for them.
Yep, finally looks like Martis is hearing me. Do not just jump into unwanted team fights. Kadita getting that Martis. Whoa, that damage. Wow, did I just see Kadita melting down Martis? Yep.
Inspire Martis. Inspire Martis. And Kadita melting him down. I want to look at the items as of now. What items has he built? But again, the Dawning Light connects. Did not deal a lot of damage, but still. We'll just have to wait and see how things are actually going to go through.
Yep, the second Lord is going to be...
There's no goal difference. I'm expecting...
I was about to say that. I was about to say that they caught up to the gold, and I like how they caught up to the gold so fast. Just 12 minutes of game and they managed to get the gold back, and there is that second Lord. Team Red is, I'm pretty sure they're just going to go for the Lord because I'm not sure. I just had a feeling they might go. There's no because here, guys. Although both the teams are again on an equal level. Bruno, with the trouble, managed to escape. There is just going to be wait and wait near the Lord until one of the team manages to shut down few members.
Absolutely correct. The Lord dance begins a fatal link into 3 people in the back line. There we go, Khalid with the Raging Sandstorm. But that's the one who gets Atlas out of the picture. Knocked up there. Would not be able to take anyone out. Martis is there. Decimating the back line. Gets the double as well. Makes sure that the entire enemy team is wiped out.
Yeah, that is what we were waiting for that team fight. And that is how they got that turtle free. Lord, sorry. We knew that a small team fight here and there and it changed, but they're going to go for the Lord and push as well. That is a good gameplay coming in. They took the main inhibitor turret in the mid without the Lord. Good push. Now they could go for that split push probably and given a chance. I think just that Atlas jumping into the back lane using the flicker and catching them was the plus point.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Absolutely. They'll be able to get those towers, and now since it's the Luminous Lord, mid tier 3 has already fallen. So should be able to either take down those 2 inhibitors. If in case Atlas lands the Fatal Link, should be able to get the game as well. Nathan should be chunking them down, but it totally depends on how well plays that Divine Judgment would be. My goodness, Xavier with that damage takes half HP out of Dita. It's actually more than half HP.
Agreed, I did see that. Although Lord was taken out pretty Wait, Martus might be in trouble. Okay.
Nathan has been taken down in an instant. My goodness. What exactly happened with that guy? It seems he was caught in the Daytona's welcome, even the Divine Judgment as well as the Raging Sandstorm was used. Make sure that one person has been shut down. But again, it is Martis. Want to go in for that tower, gets the turret, but at what cost? Three people fataling does connect. Xavier with that continuous damage. He will be able to take the Bruno down, but in the back line, Kaja is running away. The rough waves connects. Atlas in low HP will dodge the knockup. Xavier gets caught in it. Should be taken down by Bharat. No, he does not. He maintains the gap. The Immobile is also there. And only through Khalid's HP. Such a low HP still stands, but only for so long. They are still surviving. Gets the tower damage. Will finally be taken down. Such a messy team fight.
Yeah. They are playing aggressive at a level, but they need to make sure that they watch out for their moves. All the Direct was really good there. And man, Xavier knows how to control his system because that was a good stun coming in, or else it was just a second of cap where he would be dead with that Atlas as well. Good zone out by Atlas though. But for now, Team Blue still has that upper hand. They have the goal difference, not 1k roughly. Although the third law is going to be up in less than 30 seconds, I would say. So we see the team red is already there near the Lord. They are just trying to position themselves really well, and Atlas trying to give vision to his team for that Lord. There are 5 members. Nathan trying to just go in after taking that red buff, and again this fight. Okay, this fight is what is going to decide the game.
Absolutely, and I guess they'll be deciding to just disengage because neither of the teams want to take any kind of risk in this, since it's already a pretty late game scenario. And honestly, at this point, the goal difference does not even matter because either of the teams can actually win the match. If in case they get a good team fight, a good initiation, that is entirely what it depends on. And Bharat with just one war axe and all the other tanky items is going to be knocked up in a pretty awkward position. But for now, Atlas is going to land two-man fatal links along with Kaja landing device judgment on Nate, and Raging Sandstorm connects as well. They will be able to take him down, but in the back line, Bruno has already fallen. A whistle strike. They try to connect it. Karita will not survive that. A good immobile coming in from Xavier. Good combo of skills. And there we go, Martis again being shut down. He used the decimation, and this time Khalid is not going to survive the burst. Killing spree for Xavier. Kaza seems to be in trouble, but the minions are gonna barge in from all the lanes. Darath is just gonna target the base, and this should be it. Yep,
No,
it will
no,
be
no, no.
Valley.
Okay.
Wait, what?
They
What?
might be in trouble. What?
Darath, what a massive mistake this could be. Still 7 more seconds for Bruno to come. No more minions any longer. Okay, that's gonna be it. But what a mistake it could have been. My goodness.
They were so close to turning the game over. But yeah, GG's team knew that was a clean victory, though. I mean, both the teams had this weird aggression, such a confusing team fights, but somehow Team Blue managed to take over the whole game, even with so many mistakes. If you have noticed, Cadet, they had a lot of mistakes. That Nathan getting killed unwantedly, Martus just diving in and going to such an extent that he loses himself. It's a weird game, but it was a nice game.
It actually was a pretty nice game. Looking at the items of Martis, he went in almost a full damage build. He's got a Hunter Strike, BOD, Bloodlust Stacks, Oracle, and the Blade Armor, the only defensive items that he has. Inferno was being caught so many times. All he needed to do was position himself. But again, how do you position yourself when there's Ryuk running right in your face? Leo wins trying to just find an opening to finish you off. And even Nathan played pretty well in this game. He was being caught by Kaja on multiple occasions. He was caught, but then again, Dairoth and Martis did their own work. The Inspire Martis, and somehow it actually helped him sustain more than we could expect him to do. But nonetheless, good game coming in from both of these teams. KB winning and continuing their journey. And at the end of the day, PyschClones will not be able to continue for any further than they've already done. Good luck to them for the future, but we still have one more game remaining, guys. So make sure to stay tuned. We will be right back.
Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Good on my clock in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
Whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get dirty on the clock, when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get
On my clock in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Good on my clock in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock, when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get dirty on the clock, when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get
On my clock in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Good on my clock in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock, when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get dirty on the clock, when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get
On my clock in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Good on my clock in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock, when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get dirty on the clock, when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get
On my clock in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Good on my clock in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock, when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get dirty on the clock, when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get crank, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on the mean to take the key, when I'm in I take the key, when I'm in I get
give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my Glock in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get clean. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On a mean, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get clean. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On a mean, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
on my Glock in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my Glock in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get clean. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On a mean, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get clean. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On a mean, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
on my Glock in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my Glock in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get clean. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On a mean, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get clean. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On a mean, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
on my Glock in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my Glock in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
30 on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get clean. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On a mean, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get 30 on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get clean. Wheel on the beat, on me, that's it. On a mean, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get
on my Glock in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder. Hey guys, welcome back. It's gonna be the final match of the evening between teams TR on the blue side taking on Serpent eSports on the red side. Just as I said, final match of the evening. Just one last battle. Smiling, what are you expecting from this specific match as we're gonna jump into the draw within the next 1 minute?
I'm expecting a lot of excitement because that is what I like to see in the last match. Okay, so yeah, since it's the last match, I think there should be a little hype because damn, it's again last match of the day, although not for the season. So I think we should directly just jump into the drafts without wasting any time and look forward to what's going to happen.
Absolutely. And again, we did see BSE yesterday. They played a pretty decent game, but for now, This is a do or die situation. So it is the lower bracket. If in case they lose this one, they go home, and they definitely do not want to go home right now. Let's see what TR are gonna ban. They've got the first pick, so they should be able
Time to
to,
drop
I
the
believe,
beat
keep
of the floor.
Novaria
G
open.
is
I guess
banning.
that's what I'm guessing. They banned out the Joy, so yes, we're one step closer. My guesses are getting a little better.
Yep. So Joy being banned, and it's
I will
very hard
choose my
to
own
Your
path.
team is
literally
banning.
guess this time because there are a lot of bans. It's not just 4 or 5 bans that we guess. It's out of imagination bans, although a lot being banned.
Absolutely. I mean, both the EXP laners who technically do the exact same thing have been banned out. So, pretty good job at that
Need
as
some
of now.
stitches? I can
Your
help.
team is banning.
Let's see. Melissa being taken care of. It's quite a lot of time that we're seeing Melissa being banned out. We don't usually see her. But let's see. I'm
Um,
expecting them to take away maybe a Novaria at this point. I mean, just ban away.
Your team is
Now they are going to ban that Martyrs. No one wants to see that Martyrs, either in jungle or in EXP playing Inspire. No one wants that.
This
No
time,
one. Wow,
the choice is
Come on,
mine.
don't point it out like that. But Xavier was left open. First pick, Xavier coming right in. Novaria is open. So we can probably expect a Novaria being picked up, even a Fredrin. So BSC, they have a great chance of actually picking up 2 strong picks for themselves. So they're showing Novaria. Yes, I'm again getting one step closer to guessing a pretty good hero guess. Let's see. Minsifar. Not quite sure why they would want to pick him so early on in the draft. Maybe just to deny a few picks, like maybe a 1-1 or a Lancelot, or even a Hayabusa or a Ling.
Probably that might be the situation, or just because he's open and he is a little strong opponent, they might just pick it rather than leaving it for a ban.
Possibly.
And
But Terizla is a very good answer.
Yeah, Terizla is a good answer. I don't know why lately, but Terizla seems pretty interesting to me. The way he just jumps with his ultimate and locks those hero, especially if he manages to get 5 of them together. It's like damn.
Absolutely correct. Now, Lancelot being picked up along with Terizla. Terizla is a very strong frontliner, but I want to know how they will try to close that gap in on Novaria, because they picked up a Lancelot and Minsta will be on his way to stop that advance.
Kindness is the
Agreed,
shortest
agreed
to
here.
ruination.
But again, it depends on what tank Team Blue is gonna go with. Might have a little impact on the picks coming
Horology is
in.
Minecraft.
Meanwhile,
Titty is
we
my
see
name.
that Yuzong being picked by Team Red, and that is going to be a nice zoning out and back laning for Team Red. Although Diggy is being banned, there might be a chances either they ban that Atlas or pick that Atlas or Minnow. That both are open, so it can be a plus
Time and
point
tide wait
to
for
take
no
each
man
one.
is picking. Nor girl.
Exactly. And but seeing how Minsitar as well as the Yuzhong have been picked, I believe BSC have already picked their roamer up. So they banned out the Diggy just so no one could escape the Minsitar's king's calling. That is the reason why I personally feel they banned out the Diggy. But yes, this might fight back to them if in case there's an Atlas or a Minotaur being picked up from TR. Let's see. Carry a pretty good answer for the Terizla as well as even the Lancelot of the tank slot. But again, both the teams, they'll be heavily dependent on their mage for that burst potential. Novaria, though, I think so it is pretty difficult to pull out her combo, her aim, as people can actually sidestep it. But Xavier, with that immobile, he should provide a lot more utility to his team. Atlas and Brody being picked up. Very solid draft coming in from TR.
That is indeed a solid draft, and the final pick we are going to see a Fanny, finally a Fanny game. I don't know why, but I don't know to play Fanny, but it is exciting to watch Fanny play, but not against me. So that is a good draft coming in.
Absolutely. Hmm, Probably the Mincetar pick was just so Fanny cannot be countered. Maybe.
Might be the situation, or as you said, maybe just to lock that lance, or to have Fanny to roam free around. There can be a lot of reasons for that, but for now, we are just gonna wait and watch. Although Novaria could have picked a Flicker because it is very easy to play her, it is very interesting, but if she is caught up, there is no chance of escaping. It's like she gets caught up pretty easily and taken down easily. It's just that she need to know her gameplay.
Absolutely correct. Now, in we go towards the land of dawn, guys. Last match of the evening. It is going to be Team TR taking on BSE. Let's see which one of them have got it all in their bag. We'll see how things are going to roll out in this match. Fanny as well as Lancelot both taking their buffs without any problems. But again, we might possibly see a technical pause coming in. We'll just have to wait and see how things are going to roll out. As of now, Carry seems to be in trouble. Brody and Atlas, both of them just going at it, making sure that Carry does not get the farm. And yes, we are hitting that technical pause.
Yep. But for now, looking at the map, I feel like Brody have just a bit extended since seeing the positioning right now. Yes, there is Atlas for the backup. Carry is low, but in the start game, the tower damage is pretty high. Taking the risk just to kill her might not be really great since we can see that Mincetar is in the back who is going to retreat. Although, meanwhile, Fanny is trying to steal that red buff, which she might or she might not be successful. It's depending. Lance is there. He is there, but again, it just depends on how this little bit of rotation goes around.
And again, since this is the second game that we are seeing Fanny today, it depends on how well her early game goes. She needs to farm up on Carry. Not Carry. I beg your pardon. It should be the Brody. She needs to farm upon Brody as much as possible. Needs to finish him off. And then, of course, she needs to try and reach the Xavier as well. There's absolutely no one to counter her apart from Artis's Fatal Link. So it should not be a very difficult job for Fanny. But again, that first kill is extremely necessary, like super important for her to actually snowball into this match. So again, if in case she's not able to do that, it's gonna become very difficult. There is a use on those, so Xavier should be threatened, and that to quite a lot because that Black Dragon form just can close in the gap way too easily. It totally depends on how well these teams roll out their combination because they have got a very good backline dive, and Novaria can maintain a lot of gap in that team fight, cannot be threatened at all. Not by any means, unless Atlas goes in for a conceal skill to flicker play. That's going to burn up a lot of resources. So Carry should also have enough breathing because there's a Mincy in front of her. Yuzhong will be on the back line. I think so at this point, BSC should have it in their bag as long as the draft goes.
Agreed. It's just now the pause is going too long, not long enough, but it started. So we are gonna see what exactly going to happen in the bot. Roddy might be in slight trouble. There is Atlas to zone them out, and that is how he's going to retreat. Meanwhile, Lance having trouble. Okay, that was a missed flame shot.
Absolutely. And Fanny just did she manage to invade the buff? Yes, she definitely did. And that's the Fanny that we know of, taking the blue, invading the red, and then going to her own red. In the meantime, Carry will get enough breathing room in the bottom side to quickly secure that cannon and retreat back to safety. So early advantage, an early flow of the game going exactly as Team BSE wants. So Tia needs to change a few things maybe in towards that next team fight that might arise near the turtle pit, which is going to be up in the next 20 seconds if I'm not wrong. And the Litho is still up though. I'm still surprised that small Pokemon is still alive after so long into the match. And that's a very good hook coming in from Mincetar. That's going to be a flicker forward towards that Brody. He needs to be stunned up, but Fanny, blue buff is off. What a timing, and Brody survives that.
Then was a good survey coming in, but again the turtle is up and looks like Lance is gonna go for the turtle. Meanwhile, Fanny is there to get the turtles. Might look like a 3B2 situation since there is okay, it might be a 4B. There is zero to zone them out, which is going to be pretty quick. And as I said, he's going to zone them out. He is literally going to zone them out. So it's going to be an easy turn to come Team Red. Meanwhile, okay.
A two-man hook by Mincy. He went into stun Atlas, used up the King's Calling as well, and now Fanny has been called in to just jump and try to take that buff. Carry also rotating right from the bottom side to help his team, and he's stolen the buff. And Mincy goes in for yet another hook, but no follow-up coming in. Brody is farming up in the bottom lane. Now the thing begins. Now it would basically be a roller coaster because Brody has got the farm that he needed. He needs to be the carry of his team.
Yeah, he definitely got the farm which he wanted. But looks like they're not gonna leave that Brody out alone open, right? So little marking, little pressure would be great. Although I feel like both the teams have almost equal goal. There is not much of a difference, even though Team Red managed to get that first turtle. There still needs to be a little initiations. We see that Atlas and Lance is in the bot just waiting to mark that carry. A small vision and they are done for it.
And calling being used. Brody's gonna just create that distance. Atlas is also there, so I believe it was a good call by Carry to not go in for that engage. But Fanny's gonna jump in now. Fatal Links are gonna connect. It will bring Fanny back into the tower, who will be stunned up by the corrosive strike and will be taken down. But Brody will be finished off. In the meantime, Atlas wants to jump in for more. No Fatal Links available. Try to go in for the stun. Will be punished heavily for that. Xavier and Lancelot are there, but they can only watch. They can't do anything.
Agreed. They couldn't have done much out of it. Although it was one for a true treat, Fanny was literally caught up with that Atlas ulti, or she would have escaped. Meanwhile, Yuzong extending little bit extra and going in the bot to just clear those minions as Fanny is stealing the blue of Lance. Fanny is making sure that the Lance buffs are, not available right now in situation. Although the turtle is up and not for the turtle, but they are going to make sure to take that Terizla down. But okay, it was pretty close for Terizla to mark that Yuzong. Okay, how did he get the kill again?
He just did. Let's just say he just did, and now the turtle is going to be secured by Lancelot. And there's no more Fanny to try and go for the invade. Vincent are trying to get the hook, but he better not hook Atlas in this case. He'll be basically putting his whole team at risk of being caught in the fatal links. But for now, he's going to jump towards the bottom side, make sure that Carry is surviving. The win condition for both of these teams are going to be their marksmen. They both got a good late game. Cool runs on the Navaria, flicker, fatal links, the thing that we were waiting for, dawning light connecting. That's just a massacre in the bottom lane. And that was a beautiful play by Atlas.
Yep, that ultimately, he was very close to getting off finished, but wow, that was really nice. Meanwhile, Fanny barely trying to escape. Brody going in for the second turret. Might not be able to get it since there are no minions. All the blue team has that slight 1k gold advantage. They did manage to take the top and bot tier, so it looks like they're not just going for the kills, but for the push as well.
Without a blue buff, Fanny is always good for one squishy hero, and Xavier has learned it the hard way right now. He got deleted. He got obliterated in the mid lane, like within an instant. Could not even do anything in that situation, and it's not his fault. It's just the way Fanny works. Atlas being caught back in the King's Calling. No fatal links coming up. Atlas just gonna accept his fate at this moment. But again, Lancelot should not feel troubled at all because no more King's Calling means he will be able to freely dash around. Xavier making sure Fan does not jump in. Mincy's still there with the shield. Trying to stop them in their tracks, but they cannot push the tower. So such a great macro play coming in, as well as micro. What? How did Fanny manage to get that kill? Just someone explain this to me.
That was a wow kill, but I don't know how she just moved in and got that kill. Meanwhile, Navalia almost in trouble. But will he be taken down? Yes, Mency will be paying for it. Although Yuzong is still in his Black Dragon form, Lance might be in trouble. Gone.
Absolutely no. You know, no Black Dragon form for you. You'll be shut down like that. Terizla finally getting the pick that he needed. He's going 2-0-2, so he is pretty solid in that regards. Now Fanny will be able to take this turtle away. Does not have the blue buff though, but would probably like to save the retribution. This Lancelot's not going to go in for the invade. So Fanny's going to get back to her own jungle. Carrie is farming pretty well. I want to see what the items she has built at this point. Because I feel it should be a golden staff. Nope. Gonna go for the golden staff after these two items. So the major power spike is still, remaining for that Trinity build. Meanwhile, the Brody already has the Heptasis. Is going for the BOD instead of Malefic Roar. Surprising.
Indeed. Although Team Red is managing, I don't know, both the teams are pretty equal. There is that Terizla is going to jump and extend a bit, might be in trouble.
That's going to be Fatal Link connecting along with Terizla's penalty zone. This will be able to take the backline out. Yuzong can only do so much in that Black Dragon form while Fanny takes Xavier out finally in that backline. It's a 1-for-2 trade, 1-for-3 trade. And that is actually a horrible trade for the side of BSE.
Yes, that was not really a good trade. Fanny trying to go in for that body, almost getting him. Okay. And that is how Fanny died, guys. She was pretty close, but then destroyed in seconds. Just missing that one link. I think Team Red should be a little safe here, playing little safe. They might have a little bit of trouble, although they haven't taken down a single turret, and the gold difference is being seen. They are probably 2 to 3k gold behind, and the first lord is going to be up in less than 15 seconds. So Team Blue have already positioned themselves really well near the lord. They are not going to waste any time in going for the lord. Yeah.
Absolutely, and that's going to be Fatal Links used yet again. Brody getting the pick off on Novari. I'm so surprised how Novari has so much of range and yet is being picked up so many times. Yuzong finally trying to go in for the Xavier, who will survive on such a low HP, and the Yuzong will be the one who will be falling as unstoppable. Goes in the hands of Brody. Holy smoke.
Holy smokes. It was, yes, definitely holy smokes. And it's going to be a free lot for Team Blue. I mean, they did try really hard. That Terizla, as I said, he just needs to jump and lock 4 of the heroes, and just the team is there to manage. That is what he did twice, actually, not just once, twice. So a good trade coming in, and they are focusing on the
Lord?
Sorry?
Did the Fanny steal away the Lord?
Damn.
Yeah, she did. What? What a play. What a nasty play. And that too from a Lancelot. I mean, that's the last thing that I would expect, but what a nasty play. And
I didn't see the Lord steal coming though.
Yeah, exactly. That's how quick he was. Quick as lightning, this guy. But again, they will be able to take a few towers now, finally. Lancelot using the Phantom Execution, sidestepping the hook. We've just managed to take the bottom tier 1, that to the Lord. So the tower difference is going to remain right there. Why am I seeing this match going for the next 25-minute mark at least?
Not sure though, but depends. It's like the team fights are breaking up at some places, but still there is not much of an advantage to it. It was going to be until the Lord was stolen by Fanny. I mean, that slightly gave an advantage to Team Red to just, have a small comeback. or just to come to the level where the Team Blue is right now.
Absolutely. Now, looking at the scenario, there we go yet again, Fanny. It's gonna play it safe though. Only one tower differential, mid tier one standing for the side of TR. Cooldots needs to play safe. He needs to create that gap, and then would need to go in for that strike. I believe we should have the Lightning Truncheon Clock of Destiny at this point, probably even a Holy Crystal. So he should be able to deal a ton of damage, or maybe an Ice Queen Wand to just slow them down.
Agreed.
They are executing the fight. It just seems so messy. Like they're trying to go in for any target that they can find. Rather, they should try and find out Brody.
Agreed.
Yeah, Yuzhong and Fanny are marking the Xavier, but they also need to take Brody down. Otherwise, he will be just easily spamming his basic attack to take all of them, one after the other.
Yes. It's like they get a single target, they just stick on it and forget that there is a backup coming, and that's where I think they are losing a little bit. Again, Atlas going in, might have gone little to win.
Brody now is extremely low in the HP, should be taken down. Fanny just quickly jumps in and uses the cutthroat to take him out. And Fanny actually survives in this case, and now Carry is just auto-attacking the Terizla, making sure to create that distance, will flicker forward to take him down. Xavier seems to be in trouble, but should be able to run away, or will he be allowed to do so? Not at all. This is the trade that I was waiting for. This was the execute. This was the overextension being committed by Team TR, and Lancelot is the only one surviving. Will he be able to steal that Lord away? Cutthroat not committed yet. Retry is still available, but Lancelot should be able to steal it away. No, denied, as the Lord was quickly melted down and Fanny secures it.
Yeah, that was a good trade. And in this one team fight have changed slightest opportunities. And again, Team Red is back on the game. They have that 1k. I mean, gold doesn't matter right now. But yep, there is the Lord marching from the top. This time, I hope they get a push here.
Fanny also going in for that semi build. You just bought the anti-Curious. Carry with almost a full build now is going to go for the Athena shield. I believe a Rose Gold Meteor would have been much better than an Athena shield, but nonetheless, maybe the Xavier's damage is hurting a little too much. While Yuzhong with the Athena Immortality, Hunter Strike, Dominance Eyes is solid and wants to go in for a Black Dragon form being used preemptively just to zone them out at the tier 2. They should not engage at Atlas, who goes for a 3-man Fatal Link, should be shut down, but Karoz, that's the torn apart memory, taking down the carry. Not gonna survive, and another amazing hook now. Brody seems to be in trouble, will get the Yuzhong's Immortality out. Now Lancelot jumping in, gets the basic attack, will get the ultimate as well. He will dodge the hook, but still has got his dashes remaining. Do they have an idea Yuzhong is there? Means he kind of brought Yuzhong's death upon him by, bringing them all in that specific bush. But there we go, Novaris is going out of the entire map of the penalty zone, catches 2 more people yet again. But Terizla, he'll be brought back into the tower, he'll be taken down, but Lancelot with a killing spree and a double kill, jumps in the bag. What a way to play, and Terizla survives that. Terizla survives that all. It's just the micro outplays that are coming into play, making sure that their team still stands strong. Yuzhong with the Black Dragon form. Yet again, this fight started with the Black Dragon form and now is being ended with that again. And his cooldown is absurdly long.
Okay, yes, that is the case. I have no clue about this game's win or lose, because right now it's just like back and forth. Sometimes it's in favor of Team Blue and sometimes in the red. Although the third lore is going to be up in less than 30 seconds. And again, if Fanny manages to steal this slot, this is again going to be a little defense tactic. Because what I see right now is Team Red is taking those team fights well. They are somehow managing it, but they aren't going for the push. If with the second lot they would have gone for that push, they might have had a little, chances of having a little upper hand, but they aren't focusing on the push.
Possible. What do you think who's going to actually get the win in this one game? Because I personally think it can go either way. It totally depends on the last team fight. But I still think the way things are actually going, it might be Team TR who would win the game.
Yeah, there are chances TR is going to win the win. Okay, Fanny being caught up by Atlas will be retreating, means he jumping in, uses his ulti. Finally lands, manages to get that Lord.
Yes, but look at them. They are actually going in for the entire stage. They want to take all of them down one after the other. Xavier seems to be in trouble. He will be finished off by the Yuzhong. That's an unstoppable for Lancelot, though. In the meantime, still want to go in for the CS. Vampire will be able to retreat back to safety, but 3 people being taken down, while only 2 fall for the side of BSC. I think so. They should be able to defend this Lord.
Yeah, it might be an easy defend though, because in less than 15 seconds, there is means he was going to be back. Meanwhile, talking about the opponents, they yet have time to respawn. So yeah, I guess this Lord might be easily defended. That is carried to melt that Lord down pretty quick. As long as she don't get caught up by any of those, there are chances of having a comeback. There are chances of falling down. I am literally clueless about this game. I thought that team fight would have explained us at some point, but with the Lord coming in, I really don't think what's going to happen.
Yeah, and this seems to be yet another messy fight. Atlas with the fatal link, get 2 people, where's the support? Finally comes, but Atlas is finished off. In the meantime, Tonapart memory used up without any force attack. Quite sussy, but Atlas should have waited for the Lord, to be honest. They could have just waited for a little longer. I believe they just wanted to deny the blue buff to Fanny, and they failed horribly at that. But it was a good try either ways. But they would not be able to take any more than 1 inhibitor after that fight.
Agreed. Fanny trying to go in for the Xavier. There is that freeze which was being used up. Good freeze using up. But what exactly is going to happen now? Nothing. Again, the minions are still marching. It's going to be a little defensive game, and we'll have to wait for Lord number 4 to come in to decide what's going to be the fate of this game.
Absolutely. And now let's see how things are going to roll out. Fanny! Oh, take Xavier off right away. No wonder they were just trying to make sure that he does not get the blue buff whatsoever, because even without blue buff, this guy is playing insane, and with the blue buff, he's just out of this world. All they need are 2 more picks, and they should be able to get this in the bag, but now the fight has been going on. Mincy with the King's Calling. Atlas does not have the fatal link carry, just going in for the auto attack. Penalty zone being used up, but Redisla's immortality will be proc. He should be able to take Mincy down in the meantime. Near the minions will not get the regen, and he will be finished off. Killing spree for carry. Yuzhong still wants to go in for more. Lancelot in the meantime gets monster kill. Has to go in for more. Gets carry. He is so close, but would not be able to finish her off as Fanny takes him down. But in the meantime, Yuzhong will finally shut down. Both the marksmen are just ruling the arena at this point.
Great. It's a good use of Wind of Nature, you know. Carry was so close to getting finished, but that timing was perfect. And since the 4th Lord is up, it's going to be a 3v3 fight. Although Lance is not there to give much of support, so I'm guessing it might be an easy Lord for Fanny if he just marches to it right away.
Maybe not, because they have absolutely no one to open up the map apart from Novaria's ultimate. I don't think they would want to try and go in for the engage. And he's just face checking the bush at this point. Like the bold move.
Although they do have carry who can melt down the Lord, you know.
Yeah, she can definitely melt down the Lord. But again, Atlas can just jump in and go in for those fatal link if it gets the timing right. He did not get that right at all. They had absolutely no idea. I don't know if anyone was panning the map to see if Lord was being chunked down. I think they thought that they would not even try and go for the Lord. But yes, their guess was absolutely wrong in this case.
Yep, and they would completely right. They would get that Lord. Meanwhile, they might be in trouble. Fanny might be in trouble. She is looking to get that Xavier, but they have a team backup right there. I think Team Red should now just wait for the Lord and then go in.
Yeah, they definitely would just want to wait for the Lord. But Yuzhong using the Black Dragon form right away, I don't think so he'll be having it off cooldown when the Lord would be hitting the inhibitor. But then again, Fanny just roaming around the entire map would get the blue buff right at time. Carry just going in for that auto attack should be able to take Terizla down. He will not be able to tank anything as he was caught in the King's Calling, was also hooked in the meantime. Novaria just from the long range and going for the auto attack. Fanny will be able to force down the mid tier 2. And now the Lord is marching from the bot. Minions are not being brought in at the same time, so the waves will not crash. I think so. It should be an easy defense.
Yep, that was a good difference. Although there is Lord still who's marching down, and since it's the fourth Lord, there might be a damage. They might be, taking that turret easily.
Inhibitor will fall, and now Yuzhong goes in for the Black Dragon form, just zoning all of them off. And the Atlas is going to be hooked back in for his own team. Finally jumping in towards the back line, taking Brody out. And this is the cue that they needed as Atlas will fall. And so will Lancelot. He's not going to survive that. And finally we'll probably see the end of this game. As Yuzhong's immortality has been broken down, but no, Teresa jumping in. He uses the penalty zone. Fanny inside the base. They're just juggling the tower damage, using the frozen at the perfect time, and will finally get the base down. What a long match, but at the end of the day, BSE getting the win.
That was a win which I didn't expect because I didn't know which team is going to win. Although that last Lord, like I said, the fourth Lord, it was going to be a strong Lord, and that little fight there, Carrie was just waiting to farm up, and as soon as she had that, she started melting everyone away. So yes, that is how they managed to get that victory.
Well, what happened has happened. Now it's time to close up, wrap up the things, as this was the final match of the evening, and BSE just winning it out, continuing their journey in the lower bracket. We're going to have 6 more matches tomorrow, guys. So you need to make sure to hit that like button, click on the subscribe button as well, and hit the bell notification so that you would be notified for all the videos that would be coming right up. After today, maybe tomorrow, even the day after tomorrow, and for the next week as well, because tournaments go for 1 more week, and you definitely do not want to miss any kind of updates. So make sure to click on the link that is inside the description to join the Discord server so that you would be updated for this tournament as well as for the next one. And who knows, have a giveaway tomorrow. That's all information I'm going to give you now. See us tomorrow to catch more from us. Thank you for joining us today. Have a good night.
Give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cop, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case.
Dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get click, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get click, lean on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, the take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get
On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case.
dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get click, lean on the beat.
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave, I call you right back to check for monsters in my streets. Yeah, high school was hard, you'd fight with my mom. I'd fall asleep to the screaming, sound machine always speaking, left emotional scars. Now I'm 21, a soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21, a soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I